So listen, it's starting up. Hello, knockouts. Tanya TKO here. And welcome to the broadcast. Right now, we are broadcasting live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram over there. So this is Facebook. When you see me looking directly right here, I'm talking to the Facebook, YouTube, Twitter people. When you see me looking over here, I'm looking at the YouTube, Facebook comments up here. If you see me looking this way, I'm looking at the Instagram. So welcome in, everybody. I just want people to come through, tell me how you're doing. You can jump onto either platform that you prefer. I haven't made a video in, it feels like a week since I haven't made a video. So I really just wanted to come out and just say hello, see how you all were doing, and just get a sense for how people are dealing with the pandemic. For the people who have had COVID, how are you coping after the fact? It's like the circle is closing. More and more people are getting COVID in the periphery of my life. And COVID, they're saying, is no joke. Like recovering, like if your symptoms are mild, you have like lingering issues that are very tough to deal with. Dina saying, Tanya, you're the bomb. So fun, heart, heart. And Michelle says she needs her vitamin E. I know that's right. So Victoria got her vaccine shot. Virgo child is feeling depressed. Oh, wow. Leah is saying she didn't know that my father is from Nevis. Where have you been all of this time, Leah? Who here doesn't know that I hail my tree? One of the roots is in Nevis. Who didn't know that? Put up a 3 if you did not know that. Put up a 3 if you didn't know that. So Yolanda's going to YouTube. I don't blame you, girl, because my Facebook comments be toxic. Oh, wow. VS had double pneumonia after COVID. Oh, goodness. Curly's first time filing taxes. Curly, I hope you are a child. Because if this is your first time in adult life filing taxes, I don't know what you're going to do, honey. You might owe some things. You might owe. Oh, no. Stephanie says she's broken. COVID has taken her soulmate away. Oh, my God. I'm so sorry to hear that. I am so sorry to hear that. Somebody saying they like my cup. Thank you. It was a Christmas gift from a knockout. So I really appreciate it. So let's see. So Boudoir is saying, Miss Tanya. Oh, I could put that up on the screen over here. That's another thing. On Instagram, I can't put, well, you'll see the comments on the screen. But her Boudoir is saying, Miss Tanya, some of these people don't know how to realize this is conversation. They be all in their personal feelings, like the story is about them. So excuse me if ever I have to get at anybody coming at me. I don't like to have to. She's so silly. LA is saying, my mother's from Nevis. All right. Nevis massive. LaRon is like, hey, he's one of the people who's harassing me about not being online. So I am back. I'm back. Curly says, I'm doing it by myself. Curly saying, no, I was married 11 years. Oh my goodness. Wow. LA Nights and my mama from Nevis. Oh, wow. All right. Windfall is saying, I know this year has been terrible, but this week was the year that I started to find myself, or maybe it was the year I started to find myself. Like I woke up from the darkness I was in. Oh, wow. And Kitty, I thought this said Kitty Samuels. I thought we had kitten heels in the house. But Kitty Saunders says, I'm 60 this year and in Florida. Don't know when I can get my shot. Really? I thought people who were older were able to get it first. All right. Oh my gosh. Here, see, this is why I don't like broadcasting on Facebook. Look at this person. Look. See, now if you were on YouTube, you'd be able to see the comments, all of the comments. So if you're on Instagram and you want to come over to YouTube or Facebook, you'd be able to see the comments. This is a person called Dame Kane. And so Dame Kane has some picture of a person with it looks like a backward sun visor with, lock tops coming out, little ones with 2 arms back and a bunch of jewelry, pants hanging down, and boxers overflowing. And he's saying, "Quit attacking black man. You are making it hard for all." All right. You see why I don't be coming over to Facebook? You see why I don't like coming over here. Or because people over here just be acting silly. Okay, see, and then also people be scamming on Facebook. Listen, if you are on Facebook and you come to one of my pages and somebody is trying to get some money from you, do not give money to people on Facebook. Somebody wrote to me, was like, "Tanya, I just want to check and see if you got the $20 I sent you on Facebook. I'm working on getting more." And I'm like, "I don't take money on Facebook." I'm like, "What are you doing?" And she's like, "Just let me know if you get it." I say, "Honey, you've been scammed. Talk to your bank. I don't collect money on Facebook." If you want to contribute to the Tanya TKO show, there are links below. There are links below. You could contribute via Cash App. You can subscribe personally on my page, supporting that way. I mean, it's in my, come on. It's like also my page on Facebook is verified. Come on. It's like, what are you doing? Just giving your money on Facebook? Come on. It's like, mm-mm. All right. So let's see. We got Azelle saying, "Hey, Queen, keep up the good work and fight." All right, honey. All right, I see. Pretty is saying they feel attacked because they are guilty. With Steady Eyes saying, "Do you think you can stay in a relationship with a person who is narcissistic?" Yeah, yes, narcissistic people attract people who are codependent. So they fit in with one another well. So, of course, a person who's codependent can stay in a relationship with a narcissist. Is it going to be in their best interest and best good? You have to ask yourself about that. How do you feel? Do you feel good in that relationship? Listen, do not advertise your stuff. See, this is what I'm saying. I'm blocking people today. Do not advertise your books, your music, your uncle's CD. Don't advertise that on my page. See, every time this is why I understand why you all said don't broadcast on Facebook. I'm about to cut out this Facebook feed in just a moment. If these comments on Facebook don't get better, I'm about to cut out the feed and just focus on Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter, where people act like they got some sense. Where people act like they got some sense. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on. So welcome in, everybody. I want to find out how you all are doing. That's why I did this. All right. If you are on Clubhouse, put up the number 4. I want to see who's on Clubhouse because I'm getting ready to turn on the audio on Clubhouse. That's what I'm getting ready to do. All right. And so I haven't made a video in about a week. Okay, so if you're on I see there's a bunch of people on Clubhouse, not too many on Instagram or on Clubhouse, which is fine. So I'm getting ready to I'm getting ready to open up a room on Clubhouse for you all to come and speak your piece and be able to, what is my thoughts on colorism? I mean, colorism exists. You haven't been watching my videos if you don't know my thoughts on colorism. So I would suggest that you take some time to click around and watch some of my videos because colorism does exist. All right. So I'm getting ready to open up a room right now. Start room. Let's see. Add a topic. So I'm going to make the topic the same one as the one on YouTube. Come in, check in. How are you? I'm just going to put Tanya TKO show up here. Tanya. TKO show. Tanya TKO show. So this is going to be just for us. Tanya TKO show. Where's my colon? Does anybody who has an iPhone know how to get to the punctuation quickly? Because every time I want to use punctuation, I have to go to the 1, 2, 3 button, and it's like every sentence needs some punctuation. It'd be taking forever to write something on iPhone. Tanya TKO show. All right. Come in, check in. See, I can't even put commas. How are you? And then I have to put the question mark. I got to put my punctuation after the fact. Come in, check in, comma, how are you? And then I'm going to put up recorded on there because we are recording. All right. Recorded. All right. Set topic. All right, let's go. All right. If you're on Clubhouse, you have gotten a notification. Oh, hey, Tamar.
Sorry. I don't know how that happened. I was wiping my phone off on my leg.
Well, you know what? I don't know how you got on the stage either to start talking, but how are you?
Good, thank you. You can move me down. I didn't mean to jump into your show.
Oh, okay. Did you want to tell us how you're doing?
I'm doing well, I guess.
That guy guest didn't sound too confident.
Well, I haven't talked to you. I've been part of the group since, what was it, Friday? Thursday?
Oh.
That's a long time. Oh.
Got you.
Separation anxiety, maybe from our WIN discussions.
Oh, well, you know what? You didn't find yourself an accountability partner from there?
I'm going to have to get one, but I haven't done it yet.
Yeah, you know what? Hit the people up and hit them up and find somebody who will check in, because each morning, listen, I developed my habit. Each morning, let me put the phone closer so that the people can hear. Hold on. Let me move you back to the audience.
That's fine.
All right. All right. So welcome in, everybody. Welcome. All right. So listen, if you're following me, I'm going to invite you up to the stage. If you're not following me, I'm just going to, I think one person said they can't come up. If you're following me, I'm going to invite you to the stage and then we will have a full conversation. All right. So let's see. Hey, welcome in. Welcome. All right, go ahead.
I just wanted to shift up.
Well, take your time, everybody, because there's a lot of people in the room. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome. Right now, I am taking in audio from Clubhouse. So go ahead, Laura. Sorry.
Listen, I wanted to share something with you because I always think about you when I learn new things. So I was in this room yesterday with some Black tech entrepreneurs. So they were saying, ping people in the room. And they were saying, when you click the plus mark, when you search certain words, like I put self-love and you come up. So it helps you that way to kind of like.
Really? You got an echo going in the background, Cookie? You got an echo. Is your computer still on?
It's probably because it was just connected to the Bluetooth.
Okay. All right. So say what I'm inviting people up to the stage. So listen, if you're new inside the room, we are on, we're on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. We're on 5 different platforms right now. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and Clubhouse. So I'm inviting you all to the stage to come up. If you're not able to speak, just deny the request. But if you are able to speak, come on up. I'm inviting the people up who are following me. If you're not following me, I'm just going to imagine that you're not a part of the broadcast. So welcome in, welcome. Someone is asking, do I believe in paranormal, the counterfeit deceased ancestors, prophets and saviors and celebrities are harassing my home? What do I do? If you have entities harassing your home, you come off of Facebook. Please leave the internet. Or just get off of Facebook. Go find some help. I don't know what to do. Anybody got some advice for somebody who got paranormal activity in their house?
Hey Tanya, this is Ashanti. Can you hear me good? Because I'm at work.
I hear you.
Okay, so what I'll say, I don't know if it's called paranormal activity, but I can say that I have experience when someone dies in my family and they actually come back, not on some scary stuff, but just doing little things. Like my uncle just passed 2 weeks ago, and I was just telling my coworker how it seemed like when I was on my way to work, somebody kept throwing pebbles at my windshield, and this happened for 3 days straight. And there were no rocks coming from up under tires or whatever, and it was very like it was coming like repetitious, like boom, boom. So I just say when things like that happen, if you are scared of it, I would just ask for the person to leave me alone, and they'll respect you. If there's somebody who loved you or someone that you knew, you just rebuke them or tell them, hey, I thank y'all for coming back, but don't do this. I'm scared. I don't know what's going on. I don't like this. And they will stop, because I've had it happen to me at least 3 times.
Wow. Well, okay, that's good. Okay.
But I'm not. But with ancestors and stuff, I don't know too much about that. I do know that some people do readings and things of that nature. I'm a Christian, and I believe in astrology and God and other things that some people try to introduce to me. But things like that, if you don't like it, ask them to stop and see what they do. If they don't, then I don't know what else the person's supposed to do. And I love you. I love following you on Facebook. So thank you for letting me come up and speak.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So Boudoir is saying, how do you talk to you without video? There's people on Clubhouse talking to me right now without video. Just go to Clubhouse. Listen, thank you so much. Okay, so anybody else come to the mic? It's open mic. You can just say whatever. How is everybody doing out there? There are a lot of people who are saying burn sage to get rid of the entities. And I hear Ashanti. Just talk to them. Tell them no bueno, no quiero, no quiero. no, don't do this. Just tell them leave you alone.
And Tanya, one more thing. When it comes down to stage, I know a lot of people are following this big stage trend, but you have to make sure you get your stage from the right place. You just can't get stage from anywhere, because some stage has bad stuff on it because of whom it's coming from.
So now we got to watch our sage too?
It might sound crazy, but yeah.
This is too much.
That's a real thing.
This is just tell them to go away. This is too clap. Get out. I don't know what else to say. Oh my gracious goodness. All right. Thank you so much for that. Uh-oh. All right. So Cookie, you were saying?
My mixer is going off in the back of your head.
Are you mixing cookies right now? What type of cookies you working on today?
I'm making my Valentine love bombs, and I'm also making 2 dozens of chocolate chip and 2 dozens of pecan.
Really? Okay. Well. I know that's right. Well, keep making your cookies then. It doesn't sound too bad. So I actually just want to see how people are doing. We got one person haunted by spirits, somebody else making cookies.
So, you know what? I just want to chime in, right? So that woman, she honestly reminds me of somebody like my brother. My brother used to do stuff like this, and I would shut him down every time. He would be like, bro, do you feel like it's like a weird energy around the house? And I'd be like, no, I don't feel it at all. He'd be like, I'm telling you, it's just something that I feel. And I'd be like, no, I don't feel it. And I feel like it's inside of the person more so than it is in it. You know what I mean?
Okay. Well, you know what? Listen, I don't know. I'm not going to discount anyone's feelings. So, and Jessica is saying, Tanya, are you currently in a relationship? Jessica, we all have many types of relationships. Every single human is in some sort of relationship with someone. You know what I'm saying? So there we go. Listen, if you're in the audience and you want to come up to the stage, just raise your hand. All right, so let's see. We got Lynette. Lynette, how are you doing, my dear?
Hello.
Yes.
I'm used to this. This is my first time on Clubhouse. I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. So how is the pandemic for you? How's quarantine? How's life? How's love? How's business?
Oh gosh, it has been so crazy. Pandemic has been crazy. In November of 2019, I lost my mom to cancer, and then turned around in January and lost a good friend of mine.
Oh,
and
no.
then turned around in April of 2020 and lost my brother.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and then the school systems are out, and I dropped the school bus, so I'm out of work. So it has been challenging.
I feel you.
And very stressful. So, but I'm glad that I am placed around great people. They have really been like here for me, motivating me. I have started a t-shirt business out of this, doing personalized items. So I am very blessed. God has been really making a way for me and my family.
Okay, I feel you on that. I feel you. All right. Well, you know what? Keep on, one foot in front of the other. I'm sorry about all of the loss in your life. I don't even know what to say. Just continue moving. Keep pushing forward, and remember to go through all the stages of grief.
I haven't done that yet, and everybody keep telling me you have to cry.
You don't have to cry, but you do need to go through the stages of grief. And if you don't feel to cry, then, just do what it is that you feel to do, but you do have to go through the stages of grief.
Yes.
Everybody says be strong, but I say be weak, be whatever it is that you need to be, because, you're in mourning.
Yes. So, thank you.
Yes, absolutely. So we have Sarai up next.
Hello.
Hey, Sarai, how are you doing?
I am phenomenal, love. How are you?
I'm fine. How's the pandemic? How's life? How's business? How's relationships? How's everything?
Everything is complicated, honestly. So just a little backstory about me. I am a widow. I lost my husband and my family in 2017. So I've been really just taking this time to get to know myself again. And, the pandemic was actually kind of a blessing in disguise for me in that way, because I was forced to learn how to be by myself and enjoy my own company. And, in that aspect, I'm definitely appreciative of everything that's happened. But business-wise, everything's been great. I've made more money this year than I've made in a long time. And, that's definitely a plus. Relationships, I don't know. And that's part of the reason why I follow you. I love you. I'm always watching your stuff on YouTube and Facebook. This is my first time on Clubhouse with you, but these men just can't get it together. And, me coming from being a widow, me coming from, like I said, losing my family, I feel like I have higher standards. And the guys who I've been coming across lately don't deserve me. Maybe they could have gotten young Sarai pre-marriage, but they can't get me now. And I don't know. I've been feeling like I'm going to be alone forever because I don't know how to navigate this new era of dating.
You know what? Work with a matchmaker. Have you thought about working with a matchmaker?
No. If I'm being 100% honest, I've always felt like that was for like desperate people or people who
really
were, like,
matchmaking? Oh, no. Because I'm becoming a certified matchmaker.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I am. I'm becoming a certified matchmaker. I should have my certification soon. And no. Matchmaking is for people. Are you okay? It sounds like the ghosts are coming through your place right now.
No, I work in IT and we have a warehouse. So, I'm working on like helicopters and airplanes and jets and all that good aerospace equipment right now.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, because this sounds like something happening over there. Sound like the poltergeist is at your place.
No, they're dragging the equipment, so it's a little screechy sometimes.
Okay. So I'd say I lost my train and it's back again. I can't.
I'm sorry. Okay, I'll mute until like you're done.
I forgot what we'll be talking about, because now I'm thinking
matchmaking. How I said it's for old people in lonely homes.
Oh! Thank you. Go ahead, put yourself back on mute.
Okay.
That was all I heard was bang, bang, bang. All right. No, matchmaking helps you weed through the clutter. Matchmaking helps the person that you're interested in be vetted. Matchmaking opens you up to a wide resource of men who are marriage minded, interested in long-term committed monogamous relationship, so that you don't have to go out there and be in the damn Hunger Games Black Love Edition foolishness they trying to put us through out here. Like, I was asking some of the people what they came across on Clubhouse, because I've been seeing a lot of mess on here. Talking about you need to compete with other women and you got to compete with your beauty and your fluttering eyelashes and stuff. And I'm like, good God Almighty, that only going to get you but so far before it's like, what are you going to get the longest eyelashes to flutter them so that you start knocking people down with the breeze from your lids? It's too much. It's too much. But no, matchmaking is a wonderful field, and I will definitely, I will look out for all of you. I'm doing a Galentine's Day online party for women, and we're going to come together and have a wonderful, listen, if you're interested in coming to a Galentine's Day event with me, where we have just an all out, just female extravaganza, just be in your femininity. We're going to have a live DJ. If you'd be interested in something like that on February 13th of this year, put up the number 5. Let me see how many people are interested. It costs $29.99. So if you're interested at that price, which is very inexpensive, put up the number 4. If you're interested on Clubhouse, just say hello. Let me know.
Tanya, you having a soiree?
Hello.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Hello.
All right. Okay. So people are interested. You know what? I'm going to book the venue today, and then on my mailing list, I'll send you all out the invitations to buy. The people on my mailing list are going to get first shot, and it's going to be wonderful. We're going to have like speed dating, but for friends, like networking. So you get a chance to meet other women, other knockouts, and you have like, you know how you like it's called chat roulette, where the next person comes up and you get to just meet women and just be in our femininity, for one night. And the DJ is going to be spinning, and I'm figuring out a way so that we can have like a way to like dance on our cameras and just have a good time, because I'm gonna be having a good time. I'm gonna be doing tarot readings, so that should be a lot of fun. All right, so next up we have Kimmy Kim.
Hi, Tanya, can you hear me?
I can. Let me reset the room real quick just to let everybody know what we're doing. So right now I'm broadcasting live on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook, as well as on Clubhouse. On Clubhouse, you get the opportunity to speak with me live in audio. So that way you don't have to call in and do all of that. But if there are people who want to call in, just let me know and I'll turn on the phone lines. But it's quick and easy, fast and instantaneous on Clubhouse. If you're not yet on Clubhouse, you need an iPhone. It's in beta test mode right now, but don't worry, it will roll out. So that's what we're doing. All right. Go ahead, Kimmy.
Hi, Tanya. This is my first time actually speaking on Clubhouse, but I've been watching you on YouTube and on Facebook, so I'm happy to actually get a chance to talk to you.
Wonderful. So tell us how you're doing. How is the pandemic for you? How's family? How's life? How's love? How's finances?
Okay, so the pandemic for me, I'm a nurse anesthetist, so I work primarily in the operating room at surgery centers and hospitals. So as far as the pandemic for me, when it first started, everything got shut down. Mm-hmm. So we were kind of afraid that we weren't going to be working. But then we were able to get our N95s, able to get our gloves and equipment. And now we've been working so much. So I'm in Florida, so things have been pretty much just full speed ahead. Yeah. As far as the COVID is concerned. I got both of my vaccines, so I'm happy about that. As far as family, my kids are my fiance is working from home. The kids are doing their schooling from home. So I really can't say much about COVID other than I've been saving money because we haven't been going anywhere. We've just been sitting at home, ordering things on Amazon, spending time together, watching TV. That's pretty much it.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm glad to hear. Well, listen, I appreciate your update. Thank you, Kimmy.
Thank you.
All right, Treese.
Hey.
Hi.
So I actually, I've been following you on YouTube and everything. I actually didn't know you were on Instagram Live. So when you said put the 5 up, I thought you meant raising your hand in the group for if anyone was interested in the Galentine's Day get together.
Okay. So you didn't want to come to the stage, is what you're saying?
Yeah. I didn't have any questions or anything.
It's not questions. You're telling us how you doing. How's work? How's life? How's love? Unless you're feeling shy.
No. So everything's great. I was out of work for 3 months during the pandemic. So I'm back at work. As far as love, I don't have any.
You have love?
It's slow over here for that. But everything's great.
Okay. Well, I'm happy to hear that. All right. Well, thank you so much. If there's anybody else who wants to come up, go ahead and raise your hand. I'm bringing people up who are following me. Somebody wrote earlier on Facebook that they wanted to leave their job and they're not really sure how to take the leap when they don't know what's going to happen. Well, listen, I'm a lifetime entrepreneur. So I've not had a full-time job. So I've only created my own income for myself. And there are people who sometimes ask me how, my family members, some of them are in awe of me and my ability to create my own income. And I'd say this, right? There are people who will say leap and your wings will appear. I believe in acting smart. I believe in research, testing your market, by interviewing the people. So you see how I say, if you're interested in an event like this, right, raise your hand, because I need to assess how many people are willing to pay $29 so that I know how many people I need to get to at least cover the cost of the DJ and the cost of the venue, etc. So I'm gauging my audience right there. And there are enough people who have put up there's enough people who have shown interest in one video that I know that I can publicize it to my audience, make other videos, get the link up, because people will say that they're interested in a thing, but you're not in business until people are willing to pay for your service at a price that you're willing to accept. That's when you're in business. And so I'd say research, but you have to take action. Because perfection is the cousin of procrastination. And I say, yes, there's a certain amount of leaping, having faith in what it is that you're doing, but there's also a certain amount in knowing what it is that what you're getting into by testing the marketplace, seeing, are people interested in what you're selling? Because I see people, they come to me all the time and they're like, oh, I started this business and no one or not enough people are buying. But what was the market research that you did? Are you able to provide something that people want? So that's what I say. I know it's not, the airy fairy, oh, just jump in answer, but I'm a pragmatist as well as a realist and an idealist mixed in there too. However, I'm about the bottom line. I take ego out of it. There are a lot of people who are like, oh, what do you think of my design for my t-shirt or my soap or my website or my sneakers or my clothing, whatever it is. People are like, what do you think of my design? And they really only want to hear people be like, yay, that's wonderful. And they don't want to hear feedback, and people are afraid to give them feedback. Like I tell people, give me at least one thing that'll make it better. Because there are a lot of people out there who are like, oh, they just want to hear what they want to hear. You know what I mean? They just want to hear, oh, great job, nothing needs to change. However, people giving you feedback about things that can be tweaked if that person is your target audience. Like you all know, in my email box, I get contacted by people all the time who are like, how dare you say that about us? How dare you make that voice? And I'm like, honey, you are not my target audience. So, because they're like, I'm going to unsubscribe. And I'm like, So you have to talk to your targeted audience. You know what I mean? That's all I'm going to say on that. That's all I'm going to say. All right. So who else do we have here? Let's see. I'm inviting you all up to the stage. So come up if you can. We got Asia on the stage. Hi, Asia. How are you?
Hi, Tanya. I'm just listening in right now. Like you are right, you were saying that you don't just jump in and anything. You take your time with it. You do some market research. I think that's very good advice.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. But how are you doing? How's work? How's life? How's health? Well, you don't have to talk about health because that can be very personal. But how are you doing?
Health is good. I'm actually snowed in. Where exactly are you in? You're in New York too. Yes, you're in New York. Do you see the snow out here, girl?
I looked. It's very beautiful. I got an idea from the snow. I'm like, you know what? It'll be really beautiful to have like a washed white, a wooden type looking floor that's washed white. I think that that'll be really beautiful. That's what I thought of.
I agree. Where do you plan on putting the floor?
Right. If you were on Instagram, you could see the floor behind me. It's a lovely dark pink right now, but I'm thinking of really just upgrading to a hardwood look, but I'm saving the actual hardwood for when I buy my home in Westchester. So just continue to throw those hands in the air for me because I am working on the next iteration of the Tanya TKO show. That's what I'm working on.
Yeah, what's the show going to be like, the next iteration? What's that going to be? And also, how is the matching you show with the matchmakers going to be? How's that progressing? I've been, so the two different questions. So the next iteration of the Tanya TKO show are going to be classes, online courses, boot camps. When you come up to the stage, please mute yourself, Stevie. We hear your mic. And so different ways to assist people. I'm working on the game. I showed you all the thing for my game, the prototype that I had made up. So this is the prototype. I'll take it out so you all can see, right? Oh, but you can't see on Clubhouse. That's one of the down parts of audio. I'll describe it to you. It looks like a magnifying glass with a red cellophane in the middle. It's a decoder. And this is for the game that I have that I'm creating called Are You the One for Me? And so there's questions on the front to find out if the person that you're with is really a good goals and values match for you. On the back of the card, you get to read the psychological cues and clues that you need to listen for in their answer to know, are they the one for you? All right. So that's the next iteration of the Tanya TKO show. It's going to be very much like what it is that I'm doing now, except, creating an experience for people where they're able to do the work to get into boot camp classes with me or boot camp sessions with me to be able to really help themselves get to the next level. I am all for, you creating and all of us creating courses to actually help people so that we can reach people on a larger level.
Exactly. Thank you. And in terms of the matchmaking thing, I spent a lot of months just interviewing producers when I should have just taken my own advice and just moved forward and just got it done. You know what I mean? Like when I first had the idea, but you know what I'll say about leaning into the process? I believe everything happens when it is supposed to. So I'm waiting for that feeling that this is the right time to actually jump into that because I believe that everything happens as it should. And let me just read a comment real quick that has come in from Facebook. Tara says, you definitely should not adjust your tone or verbiage based upon anyone's opinion. I'm not your target audience, but I'm here to learn and grow as a person. If I get offended by something, it's my cue to look deeper and see why it offended me. Now I hear you, Tara. Thank you. However, I do think that I think people have to be cognizant of what it is that they're doing and why. You know, there's some people who are so interested in selling that they have to contort themselves to the whims of the people so that they seem pleasant and pliable. Me, I am good. I'm good. You get to really tell who a person is when they are financially free. I don't have to work for the next 5 years. I don't have to earn another dollar for 5 years and still be able to live and maintain my current lifestyle. You know, so I'm in a different category because I'm not so sales centered that I have to, you know, be a thing I do not want to be in order to be able to be like, oh, let me get your sale. You know what I mean? Like you'll see some bloggers who will not talk about certain things. They won't let you see their real personality. There's this saying that says, don't get too close to the guru. And part of the reason that they say that is because they don't want you to pull back the veneer. And once you see too much, then you're like, oh, I'm going to close my wallet. I'm like, listen, I create content to assist you. So if you see the value in it, participate in it. If you don't, then don't. It's very simple. Very simple. Very simple.
Tanya.
Yes.
I was going to ask you, I don't want to mention what it was that I asked you about. Did you think about that suggestion I had sent you, or was that not a good idea?
Yes, no, I actually love that suggestion. It's wonderful, except for the hanging up on people part.
But I think it should be a thing, like, you know, how your videos end. Thank you for whatever.
Okay. Well, you know what? My thing is, I think that it's a great idea. And I'll actually talk to you. I don't know if you want to talk about it now on air.
No.
Okay, so I'll talk to you about it off air. All right. So Jeff Rivera has come forward and said, she's poisoning the Black Queen's mind with the white man propaganda of manipulation of the Black man is. I don't know what this is. I just want. Por favor, Jeff, siéntense, por favor. Just go sit down. Tranquilese, por favor. I don't know why you're here with this foolishness. Go somewhere with that. Por favor, vete. It's so foolishness. What is he saying? Come on now. I'm sorry. People, come on. Do your spell check before you come up here. Otherwise, I'm going to assume that's how you sound. All right. Who's next up on the list? Stevie? Oh, no. We got Kelly. Kelly first. Go ahead, Kelly. How are you doing?
Hi, Tanya. I'm okay. Thank you.
Okay. How's life? How's love? How's money?
Yikes.
Is that too much too soon?
Life is okay. Love is I'm not really concerned about love right now. Money is I'm working on it.
Wait, I'm seeing a theme.
Well, I was supposed to start a job a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I did a drug test and failed. So they rescinded my job offer.
Hold on. Now I hear baby and you talk about failing drug tests. Oh, my Lord. Somebody send some sage to Kelly. What is happening?
Well, I smoke weed, but I haven't smoked in like 2 months and it's still in my system. So I'm kind of bummed about that.
Why? You sound like you having a good time.
I'm not now. I mean, well, what happened was it was a little celebratory thing. I graduated college and my brother has epilepsy and he has a prescription. So I thought everything was all good. So,
and he said, the baby said it's not.
it's really not. So I kind of got caught up. So I'm just, trying to figure things out.
Oh, my Lordy. I don't even know what to say. All right. Well, listen. I don't know what to say.
I'll say like one of my friends back from New York say, put the blunt down, sweetie.
she said she put it down 2 months ago.
I haven't smoked since the end of October.
October was more than 2 months ago.
It's still in my system.
Something wrong. You ain't drinking enough water or something.
I was about to say, are you detoxing? Have you tried to detox or anything? I didn't try like a detox. I just stopped smoking. No, you need a detox because this shouldn't be in your system that long, Kelly. That's a long time.
Something ain't adding up.
Girl, if you don't steal that baby's pee, that's how I got my job.
Wait, no, you gotta get.
Now, I will tell you this, Kelly. I don't know what type of job you was applying for, but there's a product called UPass, and this a fake urine, and you can just put it against your, like, you can warm it up and put it against your chest, and then when you go do the drug test, you know, you do everything like you usually would, but instead of you urinating, you just pour it into the cup.
This is not what we doing here today.
I mean, we trying to make sure she get a job.
I got some criminals on my list here.
You ain't got no criminals. It's just about what you got to do to get what you want sometimes.
Amen. No, listen, see, you guys cost money. Let me tell you the free way to do it. So you get that baby's pee, you know, put it in a condom.
Out the potty. Oh my God.
Listen, I put mine in a condom. I put mine in a condom, and I wore a sundress with a bra, and I put the pee in the condom, tied it up tight, put it underneath my breasts so it would remain warm, because if it's the wrong temperature, you're gonna fail. And you know, when they close the door, they're like, "All right, you got everything out your pockets?" I'm like, "Yes, ma'am." Then I popped that condom, filled up the cup, and then you have to actually pee in the toilet. Like, listen, I only work good government jobs. Like, I can get you to pass. Do that.
I approve that message. I approve.
You have a free resource. You have a free resource in your lap.
Right. And I don't drink.
I just reported your profile to the government.
A snitch cookie.
Snitch is
right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I don't even know what to say right now. I'm just stunned. I'm sitting here as a witness. All right. Well, not a witness, because I don't know nothing about nothing. No hablo, ego wakarimasen, just what don't know. All right. So that Kelly, you got your advice you need?
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much, everyone.
Okay, Vicky.
You know, I have a degree in criminal justice.
We ain't scared of you, Vicky.
Hold on. I'm sorry. I need to respond to Jeff again on Facebook. So I think he's done his spell check now. But now he's spelling I'm with a lowercase I. Okay, let's continue. Not here to argue with black queens or goddesses. Here to defend a black king inside me and my other brothers, because before anyone assumes what they think they know about me, cause of my name and skin completion. 1/3 black. She's mad racist. Listen, I don't even have to say anything about this person. He is saying it all about himself for himself. I don't have to say anything. Okay. It's okay, baby. It's okay. Go ahead. Go ahead, Vicky.
Okay. I do have that degree in criminal justice, but I do like what I'm hearing. That I'm proud. Sticking together. Stick together, people. Stick together.
You know something. How are you? How's life? How's money, finances, love? How's all of that?
I can't with you. Okay. There's no romance, but my finances are coming together. The only thing is, COVID has been like a two-edged sword. I do Airbnb and among other things. So the Airbnb part is a little slow, but that's okay. I think I'm going to go back to school and either get my PhD or my master's in social work. So that made, COVID made me take some time and think about what I really want to do and what I'm really good at. So that's about it.
All right. Well, that sounds wonderful. We love that. We believe in higher education here. All right. So, Stevie, you're up at bat.
Can you hear me, Tanya?
I can hear you.
Hey, buddy. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks.
I wanted to let you know I'm feeling myself financially. I am officially 6-figure adjacent. Let me explain what that is.
Well, 6-figure adjacent sound like you making in the upper tens, right?
I'm up there. I did my I'm about to do my taxes, but I got my W-2s. I made $99K, so I'm right on the cusp. So that means that I can kind of relax now, knowing that it's within reach. That based on my profession and what I do. So finances are fine. It's a blessing during COVID, of course.
Okay.
Struggling. Love's cool, dating and whatnot. But I feel gifted and lifted, and we're going to get through this COVID period. So thank you for letting me chime in with you.
Okay, question. Why is the 6-figure mark so important? What is so important about that?
Okay. I knew you asked. I'm going to tell you. And okay, I'll confess. I've been thinking about like high value as a man, right? And even if I was a woman, I think this kind of permeates genders. I think that it's just a big accomplishment I'm 33, and to have within reach just that number. I don't know. It represents something almost like intangible. I can't put it into words. It just means that you achieved a certain level, and just being that close is just, for me, represents sustenance. It represents a high standard of living. And I'm not trying to say that I'm a workaholic. There's a reason that I've reduced my work hours and my availability, because there's more to life than work. But it's just an accomplishment, Tanya, that I strove to at least one day achieve. Is like, hey, making 6 figures, and the figure. I think you quoted it yourself. Like, as a Black man, we make on average something like $42K a year. So to be sort of accomplishing, despite that, I'm not a statistic.
Oh, I see. So one part of it is the high value man conversation, and you wanting to be aligned with the definition that others have created for what a high value man is, and having the accomplishment of reaching 6 figures. Somebody needs to mute. When you come up on the stage, make sure that you're muted. All right. So, okay. All right. Listen, I hear you. So keep on pushing on. What's next for you? Now that you are 6-figure adjacent, I just don't want you to get there and realize that nobody's throwing ticker tape out the window.
You know what? So being well-rounded is my next step. I am in therapy. I'm doing things outside of the workforce. I want to travel. I want to just expand my consciousness, become this higher vibrational male that we are.
Oh, nice. Are you married? What's going on with you?
I'm married. I'm dating right now. But here's the thing. I am getting serious with someone. I date men, just for the record. I'm gay. So.
Oh, okay. All right.
Just, I did date women in my 20s, but I'm one of those people that I take the side. I always heard this saying, it's bad luck to date both. I don't know, men and women. But no, I date men primarily, and I'm getting serious with someone, and I'm being very intentional. But I say that to say that when you ask about next steps, I'm looking at building, in my personal life, certainly in my romantic life, someone who's family oriented and trying to take the next step. So that's my next step, is just putting time.
All right. Well, you know what? Congratulations on all of that. For the people who are wondering where the sound is coming from, it's coming from Clubhouse. There are people who are in my Clubhouse room. If you're not able to find me, just search for @TanyaTKO. Make sure that you follow me, and then click. If you click into Clubhouse, where you see all of the names of the rooms, there's a little matrix of dots in the bottom right-hand corner. And if it has like a green dot on it, it'll let you know the people who you follow who are online, which rooms they're in right now. And so you'd be able to see which room I'm in. Then you can just click to join the room that I'm in. Okay. All right. Thank you. So up next we have Chi.
Hello, everyone. Struggling there to take off my mute. So I'm doing really well. I'm excited for Black History Month. I'm excited for where my business is going, and I feel good about
Hold on. I'm sorry, Chi. I just need to check somebody real quick. All right. So listen, there's a person here with a fake profile who's come on YouTube, And he says that his name is BM Empowerment. And this could be a cousin of Jeff's, who knows, but he's come forward to call people names. This is something that we don't tolerate on my channel. I don't call you names. I don't expect you to call me names. I will not tolerate it. You will have to come in through another profile because you have been blocked. It's as simple as that. I know what it is that I put out into the universe, and I accept nothing less. You will come here and you will respect me, or you will lose your ability to comment. It's very simple. I do not negotiate with terrorists. That is the sole amount of time that you will ever get from me as a lesson and teachable moment to other people who think that they'll be able to come onto my platform and ruffle my feathers. The feathers are unruffled. And we're moving forward without you. Go on, Chi. Come with it now.
I know that's right. Shit. I second that. I'm just having a really good month. I feel really blessed, and I feel that manifestation is so real, and I'm going to continue on that journey. So if anyone had goals in 2020 that they weren't able to accomplish because it was 2020 and it didn't go as well as you would have envisioned, set that forth for 2021. It's a new day. It's a new month. And just be intentional about what you want, what it is that you want.
So how's life? How's love? How's finances? How are you doing?
Oh, life is good. Life is really good. Love is interesting. Love is really interesting. I have options and choices, but although I think that they make really good sexual partners, long-term, husband-wise, they're not quite making it there. And so I believe that I'm yet to meet my husband. Moving forward, life, love. What was the last one? I'm sorry.
Life, love, finances, just mental health. How are you doing overall?
Oh, overall, I'm doing really well. Manifestation is real. I'm just staying positive and focused, and that's been helping me every day. So, yeah.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful. All right, so that's wonderful. So you were saying something about people not the saying. You said something about love not getting where it is that you needed it to be.
Yes, I'm being very intentional with the men that I'm dating. I'm taking the initiative, and I always have, but I'm being a little bit more serious this go around. There's men that make really good lovers, okay, and maybe will make okay boyfriends, but there's certain criteria that I'm looking for in a man. And so I'm just being really intentional about that upfront, and they're respecting it because I'm telling them upfront what I'm looking for and wishing them well.
Okay, I know that's right. Well, keep going. Thank you, Chi. Thank you. So Jeff is going off in the comments. You know, one of the things that I don't resonate with is I don't resonate with whiny men. Like, I believe that as a man, that you you stand by your word, you let your word be your bond, and you do what it is that you need to do as a man. I come from a long line of strong men. And that's the only thing that I allow near me. I do not like the moistness of men who argue back and forth with women, who have a whole lot to say and talk and all of that. I don't. If there's a place on the internet that you do not want to be, leave. It's very simple. We are not tied to one another. We got no papers. We got no kids. None that I know of. So leave. It's very simple. If you don't resonate with a particular woman or her message, leave. But to have another man pulling up his testicular matter to try to pound me with his testicles to defend other men, I don't get it. I don't resonate with it. It feels yucky to me. I don't want your balls on my back smashing against me to defend other men. It's grotesque to me. And I want you to just go. Just go. I don't know if you're not able to understand what it is that I'm saying. Si hay un lugar que no quieres ser, por favor, o quieres estar, por favor, vete a un lugar que tú quieres estar. It's very simple. It's very simple, right? So, okay. Next person up is Ashley O.
Hey everyone, how you guys doing?
We ladies and gentlemen are doing fine.
Yes, I'm sorry. I know you don't like to say when people say guys. And the reason why, well, I guess, no, he's gone now. Never mind. So I guess I can't say ladies now because he's all ladies.
Well, Cookie's still in the house, so let's not rob him of his masculinity.
Okay. Sorry. Hello, Cookie. Hello, ladies. Cookie.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm doing wonderful. Finances, they could be better. They could be better.
Okay.
I showed you the picture of the girl last time with her face. They could be better, but I can say right now I'm completely out of debt. I owe no one anything. So
wait, this is Ashy. Oh yes. Welcome back, Ashy. My bad. I've mispronounced your name. I'm sorry. Come on back. All right.
No, you said my name properly. But yeah, so finances, they could be better, but I'm doing much better. And I'm actually now seeking to start an online business. It's, dear and near to my heart with my son. So I'm looking forward to doing that, working with my brother overseas to get that going. So I'm a little motivated in that way. So I got all my debt off of me, and now it's time to start my little online business. And yeah, and I'm married, so that's what it is.
Okay, well,
no comment on that.
Saying I'm married doesn't tell us how love is going.
I said no comment on that. I just said I'm married.
Oh Lord of mercy.
We're good.
Blink twice, Ashy. Blink twice.
Let me stop playing because I know I'm being recorded. Let me stop playing. We're good. We're good.
You know what? Clap your mic 2 times if you need someone to come rescue you. Clap 2 times.
No rescue. I'm just playing. I'm making jokes. I'm a funny person, but no, I love him. I love that man. We're good.
Everybody look and see if we see the clap happen.
I sense some sort of financial issues.
Is any...
What'd you say?
I'm looking to see if the clap is happening. Clap 2 times, Ashy.
I'm not clapping. What did you say, Cookie?
Cookie's speculating about the finances of your marriage. This is what he's come out to say.
We not rich, and we not poor. We can always do better.
All right, it's something else, Cookie. Something else. Put them cookies in the oven.
The way she laughed at the end for me.
The woman done said. You not listening to what she's saying?
I did, but I feel like the secureness is coming from her side. She said we could be better, so she probably saying, could he be better? Is that what you're saying?
I cannot. Any comment, Ashy?
Of course I would want my man to be better. What woman wouldn't? I don't care if he was a billionaire. I would be like, why not a trillionaire?
I hear that.
All right, that's saying a lot without saying too much. Shay.
Amen.
I can't. Shay, up next. Go ahead.
Hey, Tanya. Hey, everybody.
Hey.
How are you doing?
I'm fine, thanks. So talk to us. What's the dealio? How's life? How's love? How's finances? How's all of that? How's everything?
Well, life, as far as the pandemic go, it's been pretty easy. I've been doing like a lot of self-reflecting when it comes to love. Right now, I'm not really dating for love. I'm dating for the coins. And in terms of like finances, that part is good too, because since October, the guy that I'm dating, he's been the one that's like covering my rent. And I mean, I can myself, but it just gives me room to save more. So
hold on.
That's what's happening with
Hold on. Did we hear you say you're not dating for love? Did you date him for the coins?
Not right now. Not right now. I've done the love thing before, and it's just like, it's draining.
Wait, love is draining or dating for love is draining?
Dating for, what I've experienced, to me, it drained me.
All right. So now you're dating for the coins.
For the coins, yeah. And it's been, I feel like it's the happiest I've ever been. Like financially, I'm more free just to like buy what I want. I save my money. So
same.
But does that come at a price? Like, what are you sacrificing to? Does he know that you're dating him just for the money?
I mean, yeah, basically he does, and there's no sacrifice really.
Look, Cookie is a little starter. He don't care if you in love or you want the money. He just always got something to say.
Yeah, it seems like it.
No, because then my next question was going to be like, well, are you and the person you're dating, are they exclusive? Because if they know that you just doing it for the money, do they have multiple women that they do this with? Like, that was my bigger question.
That part, I don't even know. I just make sure I'm safe in terms of like, certain things. But as he's doing what I need him to do, and it's making me happy. So
understood.
Yeah. Because for me, it's like going through the workforce, it's like been traumatizing. So currently I've been looking for a more remote job because for like 7 years I was a freelance makeup artist, but due to the pandemic, I had to stop. So, yeah.
Oh, wow. So, listen.
Tanya, what's that face? Like, I'm looking at you on YouTube. I don't like the face.
I'm startled because I know that in a relationship that there's a certain amount that we give of ourselves, if you catch my drift, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I wonder how does it feel to give of yourself and not really be feeling anything much more than the money?
Well, I like him as a person and I care about his well-being, but it's not love.
Okay.
You understand? Yeah.
But how does it feel to give of yourself in the ways that a woman gives of herself in a relationship without there being an emotional connection in the relationship?
I've never even looked at it like that because to me, even when I was in love and I gave myself to a man,
mm-hmm.
That's when I was more like traumatized by the situation. So to me, sometimes, I don't know, it's just working in my favor and it's the happiest I've been.
Okay. Well, You know what? Listen, if you are feeling wonderful about what it is that you're doing and you feel the best that you've ever felt, one of my concerns is that you say that love is traumatizing, or that when you were, in relationships for love, that it was traumatizing. And I wonder whether or not we have worked on healing some of that trauma.
That's what I'm working on currently.
Okay.
So I feel like, I just think, love obviously by itself, if it's, okay, so for me, I loved him. I thought he loved me, but the things that came during the relationship, like with the cheating and the abuse, it made me question, did you even love me for real? But this man would, when he would do, his wrongs, would come around in a way, like cry tears, come around in a way to make me feel sorry for him and take him back. And I dealt with that situation for like a couple of years. So it's just like, I don't want to deal with men on that level at this point.
On what level are we talking about?
In terms of love.
So you don't want to have feelings for a man at this point?
Not like love, no. But I can like you and care for you and your well-being, but I don't want to love anybody.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you know
but
what?
The thing is,
I listen. We're all at someplace different in our life. My concern is you and your level of self-love. And if you are loving yourself fully and you are not self-abusing, I just want the best for you. And if you feel that this is the best for you at this moment, then I support you in your decisions.
Thank you. But what I really wanted to call and talk about was the whole thing about getting sage and just like spirituality itself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I feel like when it comes to spirituality, because I practiced that for a while, African spirituality, where I was calling upon Orishas. And I just feel like when it comes to stuff like that, people really need to be careful because this is something
you can evoke certain spirits that you're not even ready for, especially when you're burning the sage and stuff. So
when you say that, are you speaking of did you practice Ifa?
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I was trying to tell them about. I had a guy I was dating and he was in E5, and I was like really pissed one day, and he was like, baby, you need to let me, can I burn some sage to, help you out, because it seemed like you need to just chill for a minute. And I was, new to it. So I said, I don't mind. And he we was in my car and he lit the sage, and it was nice and calm and it smelled good or whatever the case may be. But he told me, he said, well, you can take that back with you and burn it in your house. But when I got home, I felt like I didn't supposed to take it in my house. I don't know why. I just had this bad feeling over me. So when I came out the house the next day, on the top of my visor, I had this little angelic thing that could clip on that said, this car is guided by God. And when I got in my car, that thing was thrown to my passenger side, up under where your dashboard thing would be. And that's when I was like, hold up, something ain't right. Because it seemed like somebody snatched it and threw it. So I say that to say, that's why I said about the whole, you got to make sure you know where your stage is coming from. Because when I read upon it, it was saying that, different people do different stuff with sage. And if you get it from the bad people or the people that do the bad spirits or whatever the case may be, you can cause more things to come upon you. And I wasn't even on that stuff. I knew nothing about it. But when I read upon it, everything made sense. So I get what you're saying.
Yeah, that's true. And it's the same with crystals as well. Like, you have to watch where you're getting your crystals from, because I used to, I'm a Leo. So the guy that helped me out, he was my spiritual teacher. He was telling me that I need to get tiger eye. But the place that I went and got it from, other people came and touched it. Someone might have owned it before. That thing made me so angry. And each time that I brought it, like in my pocket and stuff, I always got into issues with people. Whenever I left it home, the day was good. But every time that I had that tiger eye, it was a problem. I had to throw it away. So just please be careful, especially like as Black people, we really have to know what we're getting into. Because everyone is saying, oh, they want to go back to, checking out their ancestors. Some of our ancestors don't even like us.
Wait, what? Hold on now. What? Wait.
No, I'm serious. No, Tanya, this is real. Some of them has cursed us. Like, there's an actual curse. This is something that you really have to look deep into to understand it. Yeah.
I don't know what to say. So what ancestor has cursed us?
Well,
so they cursed into the future?
Well, there's a curse just upon Black people based on what we're... What did he say?
He said that's what I was going to say.
Ask. Yeah.
Oh, well, okay. So there's different ancestors for different... It depends on where your lineage is from, basically, in Africa. So I don't know every ancestor, but in terms of the Orishas, you would have Oshun. I was calling upon her and my life went down. So you just have to be careful in terms of who you're calling upon, because you don't know. You just don't know who has cursed you or who is really for you.
I don't even know what to say. I'm at a loss right now.
Why are you at a loss?
I don't, because I've never heard of such things.
Have you dived in this deeply? In terms of ancestors and so?
No, because you know what? Listen, I believe this is I'll just tell you what it is that I believe. I believe that I am God incarnate. I believe that I am God in the flesh, that I am a fraction of the ray of the light of God. I do not believe that there is anyone out there who is more powerful than I am. I don't believe that there is any opposing force that is more powerful than I am. I believe that if there's any force out there who is against me, that they have the power, listen, they have the equal opposite force of my determination to get wherever it is that I need to go, plus the ancestors that have my back. So I can't imagine anybody being able to do anything to me. Listen, because I'm a public speaker. There's a lot of people who would like for me to not broadcast, and they would like for me not to get my message out there. But is their power stronger than the power that I have within me, the power that I have, the will that I have to thrive and survive? Is anything that anybody else can do to me that will not go back onto them and never touch this area over here? I am waterproof. So I just have a different point of view, but there are people out there who believe in evil spirits and evil entities who have power and can do all of this other stuff. I just personally don't believe it. In the same way that Ashanti was like, if these spirits are coming to visit, you tell them, listen, I'm not interested, please go. There are people out there who are like, oh, I'm an empath, so I can't control my emotions. I can't control what it is that I'm feeling. Right. I've turned on the phone lines, by the way, for the people on Facebook and YouTube who want to call in. So what I'm going to do is, how do we do this? Because I'm not really sure how to do it with the phone lines and let me put my headphones in real quick. So so that's just personally what it is that I believe. I just don't believe that anyone can really get near me because I don't believe that they have anything that I don't have. You know what I mean?
Right. That's true.
And also some energies are more dense. So like if there's a dense energy that is attempting to get close to me, what can that dense energy do to me? So listen, there's a lot of people that do want to call in. So I am giving preferential. I will. So what you do is send me a quick Cash App. That way I can keep you in order, and I will call back the number that you just put in the last 4 digits of your Cash App, and I will and I'll do it that way. Okay. And then I'll call you back. So yes. So we appreciate that, Shay.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you everybody for participating in the conversation. This is very interesting. Anybody got stuff to add? I know I can't be the only one.
I want to ask one question. Is Shay from are you in Atlanta?
No, I used to live in New York, but I recently moved to Maryland.
Oh, okay. I was just asking because it's like E5 is real strong here. Thank you, Tanya. I'm at work. I have to run out for a second. I appreciate y'all.
Okay, so no baby urine gonna save you from having to work today, Ashanti?
No, that wasn't me. That was Kelly. Look, my kids are grown, 16 and 20.
I got you. Let's see who else is in here. All right, if there's someone who wants to come up to the stage, I'm actually pulling you all up now. So go ahead. Let's see. I'm trying to pull you all up. If you can talk right now, come on up. If you can't, then that's cool too. We're only going to stay on for a little while longer. I have opened up the phone lines on here. Let me put the number up at the bottom. It is 323-488-3149. I'm going to add the little banner at the bottom. All right, hold on. Let me edit this. All right, let's see. So Cash App your last 4 digits of your phone number, and I will call you back. All right. And then, so next up we have of phone number. All right, there we go. There we have it. All right, so Cash App the last 4 digits of your phone number, and then I'll call you back so that you can get on the air. All right, so we have up on the stage next, we have Anita. So Anita, what would you like to add to the combo?
Well, I'm still kind of listening. I came in kind of late.
So the question is, how are you doing? How's life? How's love? How's finances? That's the question.
Okay, well, it's a new week, new possibilities. Came out last week. I had some issues with my house, but they're getting straightened out. As far as love, I'm focusing on loving myself right now before I do anything relationship-wise, and just enjoying the single life and have first-time owner and just, trying to do what makes me happy before I jump back into that.
Oh, nice.
But no big, no complaints here.
Okay. So life, love, finances, everything's good. How's the pandemic been for you?
The pandemic, I've kind of settled into the whole thing of like social distancing and things like that. So, I still try to keep in contact with people virtually and things like that. If I feel, kind of depressed because I don't really have any kind of human contact, I'll try to, do something like, go on a neighborhood walk with someone, social distancing, friendly, of course. So yeah, just, it comes in waves,
Okay. All right. Wonderful. Well, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. Let's see who we have next up. All right. The person who was behind you, it looks like they had some connectivity issues and have dropped off. So I am going to go over and see who are the phone calls coming through. All right. Oh, man. So there are people who are saying that. So let me just read to you one of the comments. Labouche is saying, she's more than just an ancestor. Oshun is considered a goddess, an elemental energy. Please do further study. Most likely your prayer was interfered with by another entity or a gateway ancestor. Okay, let's see. Another person commented, Stephanie says, you need to need a deep tutorial in Africa. There are generational curses. However, you don't let that get into you. Trust me, African American are more safer with this African curses than pure African. Serve God well. That is it. Oh my goodness. We all believe so many different things. I don't even know where to begin. I respect people's right to feel how it is that they choose to feel. As simple as that. All right. So Lando wants to say happy Black History Month. So happy Black History Month to everybody out there. Happy Black History Month. If you want to come up on the stage real quick, go ahead and raise your hand. If not, we're going to get ready to roll out of here. Listen, as simple as that. As simple as that. All right. Let me check real quick my phone lines. All right. Listen, hold on 1 second. I'm trying to find the tab that it's in. Oh, here it is. I put it behind. All right, perfect. Oh, well. Wonderful. So we're doing good then. Nobody is wonderful. So here we go. So listen, we're getting ready to jump out of here. If there's anybody who has any last minute statements, I'd love to hear your last minute statements. And then I am going to go and make my transition offline because there are a bunch of things that I need to do. I'm still autographing books. And then on that note, I'm going to make myself some popcorn, read some more of the survey answers, and then I am going to jump out of here. All right.
Hey, Tanya.
Yes?
Tanya, I forgot to say, I received your books on Saturday, so thank you.
Oh, wonderful. Did you, so today is Monday. Have you had a chance to write in your book yet?
Not yet. I've been trying to take care of this house issue, but it's on my desk, which I'm sitting at, and so I have it out so I can look at it once I get a free moment. But
okay,
thank you.
So you do it first thing in the morning or right before you go to sleep? You just rewrite the affirmations. So Lyric is saying she tried to call, but I guess I'm having some technical difficulties because I knew it was odd that there's not one call coming through. Let me check one thing. I hope. Yeah, so something is not right. I guess the universe does not want your calls to come through. It's as simple as that. Maybe you all have angered the ancestors. Is that what it is? Yeah, it's not showing any calls. So I'm sorry, everyone. I really don't know what to say because there are no calls that are coming through. So I can't answer a call that is not happening. You know what I mean? So I'm sorry. I guess it just wasn't meant to be. Unfortunately, that's the way it goes. That's the way it goes. All right. So listen, yeah, I'm sorry. There's a lot of people saying, I knew it was odd that I knew that was odd, but I thought maybe people just didn't want to call in. My bad. All right. So listen, everybody, I'm going to jump out of here. We've been broadcasting for an hour and a half. And I like to keep it pushing and keep it moving. The next video I want to talk about this Married at First Sight effery. That yeah, this Married at First Sight season is going to be something. I don't know what it's going to be, but it's going to be something. All right, so I'm going to say goodbye to the people on Instagram first. Since I started broadcasting with Instagram first, thank you all for coming out. I appreciate the love and all of that, so thank you. Make sure that you subscribe to my different platforms, YouTube, Facebook. You're already here on Instagram, but also Twitter. Make sure that you follow me on Clubhouse. That's where the people are bringing in their audio from. So I will see you all in the next video. How do I turn this off? Here we go. All right. Peace, everybody. All right. So, oh my gracious. They're trying to get me to add a screenshot. Oh my goodness. This is so funny. They want me. This is the funniest. I'm going to think I got the funniest look. Oh my goodness. In the thumbnail. All right. I'm just going to say hello. All right. Give me 1 second. I'm just trying to get this Instagram video up and running. All right. So the Instagram video is up. All right. So Clubhouse people, how you doing out there?
I'm good.
Good.
Good. Sarai came back.
Sarai?
What about
Sarai?
Sarai?
Hey, Ashley.
Who said hey? Who said hey to me?
I did. Anita.
Oh, hey, Anita.
I have a question, Tanya. This is my first time ever catching you live. When do you go live?
You know, I typically go live on Fridays, and then anytime during the week, you just have to be following me. You just have to follow me to know when I'm going live. So you click on follow, and then you turn on the bell so that you can get notifications to your phone for when I do go live. That way you can be in any of them. So I should be in a room tonight where she is hosting the room. She's talking to marriage-minded men about her matchmaking service. So
got you. Okay. Well, yeah, I'll definitely be in that one. Lord, I need all the help I can get.
How funny.
Thank you.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Chi, do you want to speak on matchmaking? Because Sarai is one of the people who says she thought matchmaking was for desperate people who nobody wanted.
Old people. I said no.
What'd you say?
And old people as well.
Old people too?
No way.
Wait, did you say old people?
Yeah, I was saying older.
What is your? I'm just curious. What is your idea of what's considered older? I'm just curious. I've heard this before though.
When we start hitting around like mid 40s, 50s, that's when I think, okay, matchmaking time.
Oh wow, okay.
Older as far as when it comes to love, ideally I would want to be with the person who I'm supposed to be with for longer. So I definitely want to meet them earlier in age than, when I think matchmaker, I think of I have no other choice. Like, let me just find somebody before ain't nobody to be found. That's that kind of thing.
Yeah, no, I honestly, that's not the first time I've heard that. But you always have a choice, right? Some people want to just wait to somehow meet him out and about, maybe at the grocery store. Some people love dating apps. Most people hate dating apps. But a lot of people don't even know that Black matchmakers exist. Me, myself, I'm in my 30s, and I've seen women as early as 28 that don't like dating apps and just want me to focus on someone that they feel that I can tell them that they'd be compatible with after learning who they are. They don't want to go through the extra, right? Like, just hoping for them to come or trying to approach them, whatever the case may be. So I like to give people another option. There's also the stigma that, marriage-minded men don't exist. So I'm hoping I can talk to a few today because I'm manifesting it. Because I've spoke with people before and I know that they do. And so, yeah, but my thing is, if whatever you're doing isn't working for you, then matchmaking is something that you should consider. You don't have to be desperate to try it, but it's nice to have an outsider's perspective that is getting to know you and learn all about your story without having an approach of like a family member or a friend that might say, oh, well, you always do this, you're always doing that. Someone that's giving you an outsider point of view and helping you maybe see things differently, So that's why I would.
Yeah, I'm definitely.
I'm sorry, go. Somebody said something?
Yeah, I did, Anita. Where are you based out of?
Oh, so I am located in Washington State, but I work with singles nationwide.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Duly noted.
Yes. And so I love to connect with people. I do focus on the Black and African community. However, that's not to say that I don't have clients that are looking or interested in dating outside of their race. It all depends on whatever your heart desires. So that's how it works.
Okay, that definitely sounds like an option. I think for me, when I say older or even more desperate, that's not necessarily what I mean. And excuse my background, guys. I still am at work. No demons and ancestors. But I meant more so like I would prefer to try like the freer options first, of course. So usually when you get to the point where you're willing to pay for it is when you're like, okay, the stuff I've been doing for the past few years hasn't worked, so let me try a new avenue. That's more so what I meant by that. So I hope I didn't offend.
Oh no, I don't get offended, girl. I hear everything. That I appreciate you being so open and honest. But whatever you're doing, is it working for you?
Yes, it's not. It's not. That's why I was like, I was open to it.
Okay.
How old are you, Sarai?
26.
Okay, well, you know what? Not every person pays for the matchmaking. Some people just pay to be in the database to be among the women that a person's group of men get to choose from. So
exactly.
yeah,
okay. Well, because I grew up watching Millionaire Matchmaker, so I've seen the scenarios. I wasn't aware of how it worked.
Yeah.
So okay.
Yeah, I can definitely explain it if I have time, Tanya. I can explain it. Okay. So my database is basically you would stay in my database for a year, and I wouldn't be actively looking for you as I wouldn't be your matchmaker. However, if a gentleman comes into my database, I'm like, you know what? I think I know someone that's going to be really good fit for you, and he happens to fit your criteria that you're looking for as well, then I will contact you. So the good thing is, if you are what many would be looking for, or your energy matches, whatever the case may be, then you may end up getting more matches essentially, but just know that I'm not actively looking for you, if that makes sense. So you can stay in my database for a year for less than $1 a day.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes a lot of sense. Okay. Yeah, that's more understandable. Because I'm not in a position where I feel like I'm a person who should qualify to be like, okay, I need a matchmaker now. But I do feel like, having someone else's input every now and then would be, nice. And, it's the vetting process for me. That's the part I hate, is like figuring out. I'm probably telling guys my favorite color. I want to know the main important stuff.
Yeah. And honestly, I don't even ask that question in the consultation. I do not care what your favorite color is. I want to know where your heart is at, where your love language is, and where your last relationship taught you. Right. I want to make sure that whatever man I'm introducing you to is going to be compatible. You guys are going to have a lot to talk about. You two will connect on a deeper level. That's always the goal. Right. But the beauty about the database is right now my focus is marriage-minded men. But as a woman in my database, it's a whole year where I could be reaching out to you saying, oh, I think I found someone that you're going to enjoy. And then I'll give you a picture of him and tell you a little bit about him, his location, etc. My only thing is you be open-minded about distance and location. Right, because he won't always be in your area, but there are some men that may be willing to relocate for love and vice versa. I've had some women say that they don't even like where they live, and so they're open, or they like to travel, whatever the case may be. So I just ask people to be open,
All right, Sarai, you hear that?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Go get your certification. Come on, I'll be your first signer-upper. However that works.
You are so funny. Yes, absolutely. Actually, I need to just go ahead and get started. That's what I'm saying. 2021 is going to be a lot different than the years past. So before we talked about, we talked about what were some of the teachable moments and what self-love did not look like in relationship. Next, we're actually going to be working on pairing you up with a person who is a good fit for you. So Sarai, your man is out there. Don't you worry. You know that.
Yeah, I know. I'm just tired of wasting time with them. As a widow, I'm already got one marriage under my belt. I need the next one, or the next few ones, to be the one.
Wait, the next few ones?
It's okay. My future ex-husband is out there somewhere too.
Wait a minute now. You know what? This sounds like you're gonna have to come to my boot camp, Sarai.
What I do?
Listen, well, you know what? Make sure you come to the Galentine's Day event. We'll talk at Galentine's Day. All right?
Okay, what time is it gonna be?
It's going to be 8 p.m. Eastern till 12 midnight.
Okay, that sounds like something I could do.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so listen, everybody. Make sure that you're on my mailing list. I'm going to send out the invites to the mailing list first for the Galentine's extravaganza that we're having, where we are stepping into our goddess energy and communing with one another on the day before Valentine's Day. So make sure that you're on the mailing list, TanyaTKO.com. Click on subscribe and join the mailing list. Any final words from anybody?
Yes, I think you're amazing, period. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Anita.
No, I was just saying, I can't wait for this event.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? Let me do some market research while we're on here. Since so most of the people have logged off since I've been saying I'm going for the past 10 or 15 minutes. So we have a very small group of 260 people between YouTube and Facebook. And just let me see how many people we have over here. We have 11 people over here. So ideally, what would you like to take place during a Galentine's Day event? What would you be looking forward to happening? It's an online virtual event. So what would you be looking forward to?
Would this be like in a Zoom or?
It would be on a platform. I'm still securing the venue right now, but it will be on a platform where we have like different rooms that we can go into. So you're free to move about.
Okay. Anything that's interactive, and because I went one time in person, we did different things like make a bag. There was like different stations where you could do things. So I guess maybe if different rooms can have a theme or something. So I don't know how that would translate into virtual, like the one I went in person, but that's kind of what I'm thinking, if it makes sense.
Okay. So like, what type of bag did you make?
They had a canvas bag, and then you would take like acrylic paint, and they had stampers, and you could just make your own bag. You could design.
But how'd you get the canvas and all of that?
Oh, it was there. They already provided it. They provided the canvas bag. They provided.
So how did you get the canvas bag in your home if this was a virtual event?
No. I said this was in person. I'm sorry.
Because I'm like, this is very interesting. You know what?
I mean, I said that's why I said I wonder how that would translate in virtual. I mean, obviously.
Okay, so we can do like an event together, like maybe painting. If you all got your own paint and stuff, like you could order it and get your little canvas, and so we could paint like a love scene or something.
Yeah, or we can write love notes to ourselves, like letters of love notes or letters of affirmation to ourselves.
Oh, I need to write this down. Hold on, I gotta get my.
You're welcome.
Hold on, I gotta get my. Oh, too bad the people on Instagram have already been logged off, because this is some good stuff. So hold on, we can make something together. Yeah. Like we can write love notes. So we can write love notes to our future husband. We can write love notes to ourselves.
Yeah.
All right. So love notes. What else?
Oh, gosh, you put me on the spot. That just came up.
Well, you know what? Anybody can jump in. It's not just you. It's anybody who's in the room can talk.
Ladies, you want to help out here? I recently did like it was called Daydreaming with Black Women, where we kind of did a self-assessment of what we wanted for ourselves in 2021 and like goals we could immediately reach, and what are we telling ourselves that's not serving us.
Mm-hmm.
That was very therapeutic, but also you got to interact with, you went out into a breakout room after you wrote down your answers to these questions and you shared it in the breakout room. So
you know what? Yes, we can do like with the chat roulette. You can take some time to, to speak to another person, read your letter or something like that, give you a certain amount of time. Okay. All right. Okay. What else? Everybody's so quiet. Ashanti, Cookie. Well, Cookie, you're not invited because you don't have the right plumbing. All right. So Ashy, Chi, Kelly, Sarai.
I was gonna say something about self-empowerment. Like, so kind of like what Anita stated, just something that can leave us with a breath of fresh air, you know, in addition to.
I know, but like what? Like what?
Oh, come back to me.
So Richard is saying, he's laughing at us, and Richard is saying, how the hell you write, spell R-I-G-H-T, how the hell you write a love note to yourself?
Oh, wow. He does not let himself sound.
Listen.
Clearly not.
Okay, so Beijik is saying a chance to ask where you see yourself in 2 years. Okay. You know what? We might have to do more than 4 hours. We might have to do like the workshop part earlier on, and then go to like this party where we do the work and then we just dance.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, how about like a Valentine's Day playlist? Like, I don't know if you guys can do breakout rooms and pick your favorite songs type things, or you can have it in one room setting where you're playing music as they're writing things down. You know, just to sort of get people in the right mind frame. I'm all about mood, set the mood.
Okay, so we are going to have a DJ. So do you want people to like come up with their list for what they want the DJ to play before we
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like they could all get like 2 or 3 songs they want, like a request the DJ plays throughout this time. And then, you know, as the Valentine's is going on, they can hear their songs being played.
Okay. Everybody wear red or pink. Okay.
Yes, I like that.
Okay, what else?
Vision board, maybe?
Yeah.
Well, you know, I was scarred by the last vision board I saw.
What happened with the last vision board? Yeah,
You know, listen, it was frightening. It was frightening. There was a person who I don't want to say too much because the person is a public figure. Well, kind of.
Okay. I mean, I can describe. You don't have to tell us who it is, but now you have to tell us something.
All right. So the vision board it didn't have images on there really, but the images that it did have, it was like oh Lord.
Oh, take a breath, Tanya.
I can help. What?
All right. So you know what? Let me write vision boards on the list. Vision boards. Yeah. Okay. It's just that it didn't have images on it. It had writing. It just had these. It was like it just had writing like printed from the printer. And some other things that just looked a little bizarre on the board. So I'm getting over it now. It's just that.
How long ago was this?
This was just last week. Let me see how many people in this room. Okay, so all right. So they were charging $200 to create a vision board with just words on it, no pictures, right? And it was strange, and I felt visually assaulted. Sorry. Somebody said letters of affirmation. Okay. I don't know how I felt. Letters of affirmation. Let's see. Okay, go forward. Everybody's quiet. I feel like I'm on the spot. Please, because somebody say something.
Well, no. I would say something about food, but I don't know how you would do that virtually. Like,
bring your own food.
I don't know. I would like bring your own food, or if she had like a particular dessert or something that she could teach someone how to make. I don't know. I'm just trying to
you know what? Yeah, we can cook something together. We could cook something Valentine's-ish. See, but the only thing is, right? This is a $29 event, not a $99 event. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, well, maybe before the event starts, you can maybe give the people like, this is what we're going to be cooking, or this is what I'm going to make, and here's the recipe type thing. And so the people who have it can cook along with you, and then the people who don't just can at least watch and see, and they can write down the recipe.
Well, if I can,
Tanya can make her vegan treats.
For my job, we had a virtual dumbass Christmas party. But one of the parts that were fun, where we had this, we had a mixologist come and teach us how to make a drink on the air on a Zoom meeting. And they had already sent out the list like a week prior, so everyone already had the ingredients. And it was surprisingly fun. Like, it was surprisingly really fun.
Okay, so a mixologist to make a drink. Okay. All right. So, all right. Okay. All right. So a mixologist make the drinks. All right, go ahead. What else? I'm taking down all the notes. So if you have any idea, this is the perfect time to do it. So somebody is saying do-it-yourself mask and skincare.
I think that would be good if you made your own drink like the Tanya or the Knockout. But I know you don't drink like that. But what if you made like this really
Imagine if I made a drink called the Knockout and it threw people down onto the floor.
Then that means I need another one.
And who's gonna come to the party? They down on the floor, passed out. You're gonna have to send me your emergency contact information so I could send help.
You hear me? You can make a TKO teeny.
Right, the TKO punch. Ooh.
You hear him talking about the punch?
He's saying a lot now.
I know. Well, you know what?
Marketing. Go ahead, Cookie.
There are some special drinks that I like with a little twinge of rum. You know, there are certain things that I do like. So, okay. So the TKO teeny or the TKO punch. This man is crazy. The Knockout. Okay. All right. Let's see. All right. So people say they really want a drink. So I need to find a mixologist. I need to talk to the tipsy bartender. See, but I need to taste the drink to know if it was something that I would drink. You know what I mean? All right. So let's see. Anybody else? Come on. Chi, you said come back to you.
I did. I was going to say, sorry, I'm eating a candy. A gratitude journal.
Okay, gratitude journal.
Where we can go around and say things that we're grateful for or what have you. Just keep us, in a good mindset, positive.
Okay. All right. So that sounds good. I like the... Oh, somebody's mic is still on. I like these. I really do. I like these. Bella is saying a margarita. Child, I cannot drink tequila. I do love rum though, and I love champagne. So Anna is a former bartender. That's probably what I need. Anna, contact me because I need to create a drink that I would love. I love fruity drinks and I love rum. Rum is such a party alcohol. You know what I mean? All right, everybody's quiet. So Ashy, Anita, Chi, Kelly, Sarai, Cookie gave his input. Ashanti. Oh, Ashanti's at work.
Sarai,
I can hear y'all.
The mixologist. Yeah, will you have time for people to or do you already have it written down when you're gonna do like any kind of like meditation or time to reflect type things?
Oh, you know what? I can do a love hypnosis. I could do a bringing in the one hypnosis.
Oh yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. So we are going to do a heart call to bring our loves forward. That is good. You know what we're going to do? What we'll probably do is we'll do the hypnosis last because we'll do our love notes, our painting, or I have a thing that I do with people in my private coaching. So let me ask you all a question. For the people who are here on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and the people on Clubhouse. Okay, so if we had an event, right? If we had an event that where we were writing letters to ourselves and to our future partner and doing meditations and bringing forward our partner, releasing old wounds, doing writing out a list of what we would like our lover to have, and then at the end doing hypnosis into bringing forward that person, feeling that person and where they're at and having them come forward, as well as some time painting, making a drink together, doing, I don't know if we will be able to do vision boards because we need magazines. How many of us have magazines at home now where we could do the vision board from? If you have a magazine,
you can use Pinterest.
Huh?
Use Pinterest. You can use Pinterest to make your vision board.
Really?
Yeah, or Canva. Mm-hmm. That's how I did mine with my Mocha Mom group. We did a virtual vision board.
So we can do virtual
Canva
vision boards.
Yeah, Canva can do it. You can just, all you gotta do is just send a link to all the ladies, and then you can go in and do it. You can make book covers. You can do a lot of things with Canva.
Really? Okay, so let me write this down because Canva wrote me some email the other day and I was like, who are you and why are you writing me? How'd you get my information? All right. And then, so we can do that, maybe even have a room where we do like a spa room, where we have like, where we do a mask and sit and talk, right? We'll also have chat roulette where you get to network and meet other knockouts. Okay, how much would you be willing to pay for that? And how many hours would you want it to be? Put them both together. So I'm looking over here. So Ashanti, Sarai, Kelly, Chi, Ashley. I see I called you Ashley. Anita. We also have Devitra, Charmaine, and Daniela. How much would you be willing to pay for that?
I would say like $30, 4 hours, maybe.
Okay, $30 for 4 hours. Who else?
Yeah, with what Ashley said.
Yeah, I was going to actually say between 30 to 50 for 3 to 5 hours.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say like, I don't know, $39.99. Pretty number.
Okay, so we have 30 to 50 for 3 to 5 hours.
I think 5 hours might be excessive, though. You think, Tanya?
No, listen, there's people on Clubhouse for 7 and 8 hours, so I don't think. No, I don't.
No, because you got to think about, some people are not going to go as fast as others. Some people might be time to think. So yeah, no.
Yeah, exactly. All right, Dawana is saying $50 to $100. Dawana, how much time would you want for $50 to $100? Natalie's saying you're such an inspiration. I changed my life due to your teachings. Come to my website and write a testimonial so I can put it up on the new website that's coming. Come to TanyaTKO.com and click on contact. Okay. And so Tamara is saying, is the Galentine's event only for single ladies? I'm married, but would love to be able to participate. What do y'all think? Should it be just single ladies or any lady?
Any lady, I think.
What do you all?
Yeah, I say any lady.
Because
Okay.
everyone's marriage is different.
All right. Well, you know what, Tamara? They said you can come. So married ladies can come too. So Dawana, remember, give me how many hours you would want. Okay, Dawana says 3 to 4 hours for $50 to $100. Okay, so ladies on here, who did not answer yet?
I didn't answer.
Okay, go ahead.
I agree with Dawana.
50 to 100?
Yeah.
For how many?
4 to 5 hours.
So
I mean, if it's going to be including all that stuff.
Yeah. Okay, so we may be able to do it for so let me figure out how to get all of this done. And let me ask, who here is, if you're able to, if you can afford $50, if you can afford $50, if you'd be willing to invest $50, put up the number, what number are we up to? 6. If you can afford $50, put up the number 6. If you can afford $100, put up the number 7. Or you could just do 67 if you could afford them both. So Ashanti, can you afford $50 or $100?
I can do 50.
Okay, Ashanti can do 50. Kelly?
I can't afford that.
You cannot afford 50 or 100.
Neither.
Okay, you can afford 30.
Yeah, that's probably more doable.
All right, Chi, could you afford $50 to $100?
I can afford 67, either or. But I'd be willing if it is 50 to sponsor someone though that really wants to attend.
Okay, so Ashley, can you do 50 or 100?
No. No.
Okay, Anita?
No, I couldn't.
Okay, so we have people on Clubhouse who are saying that they do not have the 50. We have people on Facebook. So Bella says 6, Yolanda says 6, Tamara says 6, Dewana says 6, Colleen says 6, Natalie says 6, Dewana has come back and said 7. Vixen says 6, Kimon says 6 and 7, Denise says 6 and 7, African says 6. Dewana has said 6 and 7. How many times you gonna answer, Dewana? Okay. So,
Tanya, may I ask a question? Because
yeah.
you know I'm at work.
Yeah.
What all is it entailing? Because I couldn't hear y'all when I was.
Yeah. So what I'm thinking about doing is I'm thinking about splitting it up and having people get the day pass or the evening pass. So if you just want to come to the party, you know, we can split it up so that we have people who can afford more be able to participate in more. You know what I mean? So that way we don't have to not do the things. We just will make it accessible to different people at different levels. So if you want to do, you know, so basically we're going to, I'm constructing the event right now. I'm getting the venue, the online venue. And so, so we are going to write love notes to ourselves and our partner. We're going to do some meditation and visualization. We're going to have some self-empowerment where we talk about what our life will look like, what we want for ourselves. We're going to have a live DJ who's going to be playing in certain rooms. So if you don't want to go to a particular event, you could just go to the hallway and participate with the DJ. We're going to be doing virtual vision boards. We're going to be doing letters of affirmation. We're going to participate in we're going to have a mixologist create a special TKO drink that we're going to make that night together. We're going to see if we can do some painting as well, gratitude journal. I'm going to be reading Love Tarot. And then after the end of the self-empowerment stuff and the healing activities that we do, we're going to have a hypnosis session calling in the one so that we bring forward our partner, our soulmate, feel their energy and have them come forward. And we're also going to be doing chat roulette where you get to network with other knockouts and go on video and pop up for 5 minutes where you get to talk to another woman and meet her and find out about her and maybe make a new best friend. So we're going to be doing all of that.
Okay. That's different. That's a lot of stuff too.
Well, you know, we're going to narrow it down depending on the amount of hours. Somebody's saying a deluxe and a basic experience. Does anybody even like the word basic anymore? If somebody said you could pay for the basic. Oh, goodness.
Yeah, I really didn't hear anything basic about it. I really didn't. But, you know, to each their own, you know.
No, I think she's saying, you know, just the standard and the deluxe.
Oh,
but the word basic has such negative connotation now that people see.
Okay, I get it. I get it now. I get it.
Okay. So Shawnee is saying, how about we pay 10 to 20 per activity or get an all-inclusive deal? I can commit 3 to 5 hours. Okay, so pay per activity, $10 to $20 per activity, so you can choose what you want to do. The only thing is with the venue that I'm considering, once you're in. So I think that, so the people will come early and then like other people will come later for the party, etc. and the other things. So let me ask you all, of all of the things that I mentioned, which one are you looking forward to? Which one would you want to participate in? So Colleen is saying Luxe and Hyperlux. Okay. We got Luxe, Hyperlux, Deluxe. Okay. So other things that we talked about, which one would you want to participate in? Go ahead,
Kelly.
I would like to. I'm looking forward to writing a love letter to myself and my future husband.
Okay. So besides that, anything else that you want to participate in?
The vision board.
Okay, vision board. Ashanti, Chi, Ashley, Anita.
I would like something to do with your self-love. I like your point on self-care and self-love and manifestation.
Okay, so of the things that the manifesting. Okay. All right. So you know what? Let me Chi, Ashley, what are you all looking forward to?
I also like the manifesting a lot. It's been really helpful for me so far this year. I think it'd be nice to network with different women, and maybe find an accountability partner for those that don't have one. The gratitude journal, and definitely the TKO rum punch. I think I heard.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Accountability journal. Okay. Oh, that's not what I was trying to write down. There was something else I was trying to write down. Say it again, Chi. Accountability partner. Thank you, Chi. Okay, accountability partner. All right, perfect. All right, wonderful. So Vixen Red says vision boards and affirmations. I'm aiming to apply for my doctorate this year. Wonderful. Shawnee is saying meditation, vision board, and cocktails. Shardy is saying the networking with women. I like the self-affirmation and vision board. Okay. Dania says the hypnosis. Okay. And Natalie wants to know how to speak to me. Just come to my website. It's very easy. TanyaTKO.com. It's very easy. All right. The love letter sounds like fun. Self-love writing. And Mojo is saying, right. Tanya, some already saying they can't afford. I mean, listen, the thing is that I realized that financial ability is relative, and the more money I make, the more I don't see certain amounts as a lot of money. So I still have to check in with people to see what they consider to be a lot of money, but then also people do invest in what people invest in what it is that they're truly feeling that they need. You know what I mean? They find a way. So Shardy is saying $29.99 package deals, maybe. Yeah, the only thing is that we have to be able to pay for the DJ. We have to be able to, pay for the venue for that amount of time. We have to be able to make enough to be able to cover those, plus be able to make it an experience that is worthy. You know what I mean? So we have to be able to invest in being able to have people come in to be able to perform some of these roles, like a vision board expert. So it's like, if we try to shortchange, then that reflects, and then we end up, with a vision board with some writing on it that just looks hokey. You know what I'm saying? Listen, like that vision board that scarred me. So, all right. And then also the venue, being able to have all of these functionalities. So, yes, absolutely.
Tanya, may I ask you something?
Sure, ma'am.
So when it comes down to what you're speaking of about doing something for Valentine's, instead of like you having to stress about all this, because I know a lot of people follow you. I've been following you for a couple of years. So could you like do something different and then plan for the next year to do something, or do something on another day, so it won't be so rush, so you won't feel like that and people won't feel like they missed out on the opportunity to share with you or to learn from you?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Elaborate so I can understand what you mean.
Okay, so have you been thinking about this before today, or was this something that just popped up? Because I've been in and out. I'm sorry that I haven't been able to focus totally on what's going on. But was this something that's been planned, or is this something that just happened today during this conversation?
No, the idea came to me to do something, I'd say about 2 days ago. And I've just been looking into how to get that done, interviewing DJs and looking at different venues. So I definitely am doing something in the spring for the spring equinox. So we're doing a spring fling where we're actually going to be doing speed dating, and we're going to have some men come out. And so that's a whole different situation. But Galentine's Day is the day before Valentine's Day. And so it's a great opportunity for us to be able to come together and commune. So I definitely am going to do something for Galentine's Day. And this is, so the difference between, me planning and other people planning is that this is my full-time job. Like when we pay an entrance fee for something, we pay for all of the research and the resources and the venue and the things that show up. So I don't have like a 9 to 5 where I have to wake up in the morning and then 8, 10, 12 hours of my day is consumed with that. So with 12 days to plan, I have enough time to plan something really beautiful for us. Does that make sense, Ashanti? I
understand.
That voice didn't sound like you. Is that your work voice?
You so damn crazy. No, I'm just saying. I understand what you're saying. I think you misunderstood what I was saying. I wasn't saying don't do anything. I'm just saying as far as the way I'm just hearing all the different prices and the time frame. So I was just wondering, could it be something that's not so elaborate? And maybe you can still do something nice, you know what I'm saying? And then you have more time to plan for 2022. That's all. I'm just throwing up.
So let me ask you a question. What was it about my response that made it seem like I wasn't answering the question or the statement that you posed?
No, it seemed like you were thinking I was saying don't do anything, because you was like, I'm still going to do something. I was like, no, I wasn't saying don't do anything. I was just thinking that maybe it could be just a little different. That's all. It's nothing big.
Okay. So, and Lil Harvey is saying, we need some more time to get our money up. Sis, I understand. Yeah, so what I'm hearing you say is that next year, with more time, we can plan and make something more elaborate, right? That's what I'm hearing. I'm also hearing that for this year, that we have the ability to do something, plan something, but just that it's not as elaborate and there's more time to put into planning in terms of the different pricing, etc. Right? I don't really see the difference between planning now and planning for next year. What do you think would be able to happen for next year that we wouldn't be able to plan for this year?
I'm not saying that you wouldn't be able to plan anything. I'm just listening to you read off of different platforms what people are saying, and then just thinking about how you're, you can plan things because clearly you have connections. But I'm just wondering if it could be something that you don't have to go so into, like a big thing in a short amount of time, and then you still might be over the amount that people can actually afford. So I would just suggested or was wondering if you would take another outlook, because then you have time to plan this big, wonderful thing that you could rush and do in the next 12 days. But if you had more time, you can do more things and you wouldn't have to be on such a rush, even though you have time because you're an entrepreneur. That's all.
Okay. My question is, which part do you think is rush? Like what on the list?
No. I'm saying this is what today is the 1st, and you're talking about doing something on the 13th, correct?
Yes.
So that's all I'm saying. I'm just saying like 12 weeks versus 50 weeks is the difference, So I mean, you can do whatever because it's your platform. I was just asking, could it be something different? Because I heard people say $10, $20, $25, $29.99, $10 for each thing. So I'm just wondering, if it could be something on a smaller scale so people could afford whatever it is that they want to do to interact with you. And then by next year, the people who say that they want to do something that might not be able to do it because they can't afford $50 to $100, it would give them time. I don't know. I was just trying to make a suggestion. That's all. At the end of the day, I just want, for everybody to be able to spend time with you and learn from you.
Okay, so all right, so if we could get to the nitty gritty, are you speaking for yourself, saying that you don't feel that you would be able to afford it?
I just told you I can do the $50.
Okay.
It's just different because I'm just hearing what you're saying. I don't know what people doing on Periscope, only what you're reading. So I think I've seen 2 people on the platform with this say that they can do the 50. Everything else, it seemed like it was lower than that.
Okay.
Or am I wrong? Or did I not hear you?
Okay. I see what you're saying. So you're saying that on here on Clubhouse, that most of the people said that it was something that they would not be able to afford, right?
I remember hearing that
at 50 to 100, right?
Right.
So I see what you're saying. So part of your concern is that there are people who will not be able to afford it, and that people will not be able to come as a result, right?
Right, that they might miss out. So since it was a majority on Clubhouse said no, then you read on Periscope, Instagram, and I want to say Facebook, people saying 20, 10, I heard $29.99. So it seems as though your platform, with the pandemic going on, that people might be able to afford between $10 and $30, but then that's going to be kind of lowballing for the wonderful things that you want to do within the day. So it's like, I was just asking, is there any way that you can maybe scale whatever the cost would be, and maybe make it cheaper, like not cheaper, affordable for people who want to at least learn from you and be in your space. And then next year, that would give more time for everyone who would want to be able, and more people would be able to join also, because Clubhouse is clearly going to be bigger next year. Your platform is already growing. I know just on Facebook, because I only followed you on Facebook, but I know your platform is big on Facebook. So that'll give you a bigger audience and more people to, be able to learn or get the whole experience. Start out, because sometimes we got to crawl before we walk. But like I said, this is your platform, and whatever you choose is gonna be, whatever.
So Ashanti, remember, and I respect that you're at work, so I know you can't really continue talking as much as you may want, right? So remember when I said earlier that when you go to start business, that you're only in business when what it is that you're offering, that people will pay for what you're offering at a price that you're willing to accept. That's when you're in business, right? And I said that it's important to do your research and to hear from the people what it is that they're willing to pay for what it is that you're offering, right? So that's one. So when I asked people what price they were willing to pay, the price that I had originally stated was $29.99 for 4 hours. That's why I asked people how much they were willing to pay for more hours or more activities or whatnot. Because to do all of this, there's not enough time to do all of this in 4 hours. There's just not, because writing the letters is probably going to take an hour in and of itself. If you take half an hour to write the letter to yourself, another half an hour to write the letter to your mate. So I know that these things can be time intensive, right? So the overhead on a lot of these things are low, because it really takes showing up in that moment, doing that thing to show up, or hiring people who are able to show up in that moment, right? And so with the number of people who said that they're willing to pay at $29.99, there's an option for people who have a certain amount of money. And so everybody will not be able to afford a person's services. Everybody will not feel that they are worth investing in a particular thing. Because there's one thing that I know is if a person had an emergency, they would find the $30. They would find the $50, $100. They'd find $1,000 if they had an emergency. Right. So I don't, it's my job as the person who is creating a thing. It is my job to create what a person is willing to invest in themselves and have enough people who are willing to invest in themselves at that level to be able to cover the cost and be able to pay people to participate as well as pay me to facilitate, pay people to facilitate as well as pay me to facilitate, pay for the venue, etc. And so I'm just really getting a feel for what people's financial situation is like. And I don't need hundreds of people. I don't need hundreds of people to be able to come through and have a really good time. We really just need those people who are willing and able to do what it is that they say they want at the price that they say that they can afford. That's it. You understand?
Oh yeah, I understand. And I'm at work, so I did miss the whole 4 hours for $29.99, which that sounds like a wonderful thing. I didn't hear that. I heard that one time, but I didn't know that's what you said. I thought you was reading off what someone else was suggesting. So I'm with you.
Oh no, I hear you.
I understand the business aspect of it too, because look, I'm learning from you. I mean, you do a lot of pouring into people on Facebook, so I understand what you're saying. I guess with me not being able to totally focus on everything that was going on and everything that they said, I missed that. So $29.99 for 4 hours, that does sound good. I just remember hearing I heard the 50 and the 100, so I really didn't know. I thought you was trying to do something like super, to where it's like $100 right now. I was like, whoa. So especially everybody saying the things that they were saying.
Yeah, well, you know what? So no, I feel you on that. The $100 came from what people said that they were willing to invest in it. So I have on one end someone who said a la carte options at $10 to $20 per activity, and on the other end, so nobody said that they were willing to spend more than $100, and then also for the amount of time. So if people want, and then also, so there's a few different things, right? It's not like people don't have access to me for free. You know what I mean? We've been on this broadcast for 2 hours and 15 minutes at no cost. You know what I mean? So there is access to me, to my content for free. However, for different levels of access and different amount of time spent together, there's a different investment involved. So I feel no way, I have no bad feeling about saying, okay, well, you can't afford this, or you're not willing to invest in this. That's fine. But the people who are can come to this area, and the people who don't, you still have access to me on I still make videos 3 to 4 times each week. You know what I mean?
Right. I understand.
So, but if people want me to be in a space, for 5 hours, 6 hours, 10 hours, because I did one year, I'll tell you just real quick. One year I did a 12-hour event, right? I rented out this space in Manhattan. I did a 12-hour event. I wanted to make it affordable for everybody to be able to come. So I made it $99 for this 12-hour event. I hired a drummer to come out to do this drumming to really stir us into a frenzy. My whole thing was, I want to provide something of such great value to people that the amount of money that they invested is the amount that I paid for the venue. I wasn't even worried about myself getting paid, right? Yes, it was 12. It was 12 hours. It was like from 10 in the morning till 10 at night. We did hypnosis. We did meditation. We did Gestalt therapy. We did a lot that day. And there was this one girl that was like, well, why does it cost $99? My mother says that spiritual things shouldn't cost money, blah, 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 right? So remember, I rented a place in Manhattan for 12 hours. And so the amount that people paid and the amount for the venue, plus my cab fare to carry all the equipment there and back, that was soaked up in that. This was in 2013, I believe, 2012, 2013. I closed my business in 2014. When I ended up living in my car in 2016, that same girl who came to my event, she had breakthroughs, crying at the event. It was a healing, cathartic experience for her where she wrote testimonial after testimonial singing the praises of the event. In 2016, when I was living in my car, she came out on YouTube to speak out against me and said, well, I was at this event with Tanya where she charged us $100 and she came there with a Louis Vuitton bag. Maybe if she sold her Louis Vuitton bag, she wouldn't be living in her car right now, right?
Oh, hell no. That's not good.
This is what she said. Meanwhile, I didn't get paid for this event. The event went into the cost of renting this place in Manhattan because Manhattan is hella expensive, right? And I realized then and there that there are some people, no matter what it is that they gain, no matter what it is that they benefit, they're not willing to invest in themselves. Like this, the type of event, the types of things that we talked about. So I'm going to have to figure out which of these things we're able to do in a certain time frame and then package it up for the people who are willing to invest in themselves in that way, to come out and commune with other women and participate in that way. Because any person, listen, if any person is determined enough, they can find a way to come up with $50. If they're determined enough, they can find a way to come up with $50 somehow. Within 2 weeks, they can find a way to come up with $50, even if it's, writing to me behind the scenes and saying, well, Tanya, I have such and such amount of money. Is there a way that I can work? But people, it's like if a person is not willing to pay it, they're not willing to pay it regardless. You know what I mean? And so
Right.
I create the price and I leave it up to other people to figure out how, I talk to people and I find out the low end, the high end, and I don't take it personally. I know everybody's not going to be able to come, but the people who are able to come were meant to be there. You know what I mean?
Right, I understand. Because, every man is what they hire. So I know sometimes the things can be not worth something, but I do understand the investment of, certain things. So I understand what you're saying. And I'm sorry that you had to go through that.
Oh, you know what? I needed to go through that because it was a learning experience for me. And I realized that I'm not here to create content that anybody can come to. I'm not here to create all points of access for anyone, because at the end of the day, it's really about a person's personal investment in themselves. And I cannot make a person feel that they are worth investing in themselves to that level. Because listen, reading tarot, I charge $50 for 15 minutes of tarot. I charge $100 for half an hour. So people are willing to invest in that way. When I come to this event and I have a room where I'm reading tarot, that's the amount of money that the person has paid for the event right there. If they get even a piece of a reading from me, you know what I'm saying? So I know, because like when I advertise my tarot services, when I read on Facebook, I'm booked day in and day out for weeks. Right. And so I know that people have the money. When I worked reading tarot on this famous hotline, people would pay $6 a minute to speak to me. So it's like, on the same end, a person could be willing to spend $6 a minute to get love answers and love questions. But when it comes to self-love and investing in themselves, if they won't pay $50 for 5 hours, we're talking about $10 per hour to really have a life-shifting event. What can I do? You know what I mean? Even so, if you invest $50 for 5 hours and you meet an accountability partner, you meet one other woman that can become your bestie, that in and of itself, well worth any amount of money that we invest. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Right, I do.
Okay. All right. So on that note, I don't like to broadcast for more than I don't like more than 2 hours. 3 is my maximum. And we are at 2:22 right now. So on those magical numbers, I'm going to jump out of here. Everybody on come up and say hello, or come up and bid adieu. And come up and say something, and then we're going to jump out of here. Come up to the stage to bid your adieus, and then we'll jump out.
Bye, Tanya.
Hey, what's going on? That's it?
Oh, I just wanted to say thank you for the experience. I appreciate you, and it was nice listening to all the ladies. And Cookie, I'm following you on Instagram. I'm a baker also.
Oh,
don't follow Cookie. Don't follow him. He gets on my nerves.
Oh my goodness! They turning on you, Cookie. You're gonna have to throw some cookies out there for the ladies.
I'm just playing with him. I'm just playing with you, Cookie. I'm following.
All right. Shawnee is saying, don't hair and nails cost more than $29. So this is what I'm saying. People will be willing to invest in. Listen, I was in Miami it was like Super Bowl weekend, and people were paying $500 for a bottle of champagne or whatever it was at the club. They were paying $500. And I was like, how can everybody afford this? And somebody was like, look, some people don't pay their rent to come here and do this. Listen.
You ain't never lied.
You telling the truth.
Listen, so
that is true.
So you know what I'm saying? So if I say, come with me, this event is going to be 5 hours, 6 hours or whatever, and it costs $50, you know, people who want to come, who want to experience that will invest in it, and they'll have a great time and they'll participate. I don't create things for people who listen. I don't create things for people who want me to force them to get their healing. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all just made me feel real broke. That's it.
No, I'm just saying.
No, that's not it. Please don't think that.
No, don't think that. Because for me, like, the reason why I was like no to it because the Galentine thing wouldn't be something I would do. But now, say if Tanya said she was gonna do a hypno thing, right? I'll be down for the $50 because one, I've never experienced it, and so I'll be interested about it, and I would be willing to pay that money out my pocket. But the Galentine thing, I just don't think it's for me.
I just got to get my money together. That's all.
Oh, that's right. Kelly is the one with the baby pee.
Don't do something like that, Kelly. I got your back because you know I'm the one trying to make sure you pass.
You know what?
Thank you.
I can't believe she just didn't take a pill. It's pills you can buy right at the dang local store to cleanse you.
Echinacea,
You know
right?
What it was? I was feeling myself, and I really thought my system was clean. That's the only reason why I didn't go the other route.
Kelly, you still got me confused because I don't see how you can only smoke in October and your system still got.
I'm arguing with the lab poor lady and everything. I do not know.
Yeah, because THC only stays in your system for 30 days.
It must have been something powerful that she was smoking. She was
I must have been smoking some real sticky
on that chronic or something.
Right.
Yeah.
Let me find out where Kelly is at. What state you in, Kelly?
I'm in Ohio.
Huh?
I'm in Ohio.
Oh, Ohio weed. No wonder you got some rag weed, child. You didn't get that good Jamaican.
I'm getting that weed from Detroit where it's legal. I mean, Michigan where it's legal.
You ain't get that good Rasta weed. You coming up with something from Ohio.
I don't know where it came from. I just find the person. I don't know where they get it from.
All right.
That's no good. You can't just be taking something you don't know where it come from.
Yeah, well, you know what? And so also, I'm sure Kelly, because Kelly was on here, I'm sure Kelly heard me say that it's really not about the money, because the person can contact a creator and say, listen, is there a volunteer that you need to do XYZ? You know what I'm saying? So it's never really about the money. It's really about whether or not a person feels that a thing is worth it and what it is that they're willing to do. Because there were people who had events when I didn't have money, when I was living in my car, and I wrote to the people and was like, listen, you know, can I be an usher? Can I something? And most venue people, they need people to work the venue anyway. You know what I mean? So like, if you're able to be in the room by participating in such a way, you know, that makes all the difference. It's like when a person really wants a thing, they find a way. That's all I'm saying. When a person really wants a thing, they find a way. You know what I mean? So,
and I just want to tell Kelly, like, don't think that everybody have it all together. Like, I follow Tanya because Tanya was talking about she was homeless. I was homeless once before. I just transitioned into getting me an apartment two years ago. So it's like, I understand what you're saying, but don't feel like that. Don't let nobody make you feel like you ain't got what they got. Don't compare yourself to people right now because we all learning. We all trying to grow. You know, we follow her for a reason. Everybody have their own different reasons. You know, I'm just saying with the little $50, I just save money. You know, so I could afford that. I've never did a Galentine's. I never heard of it before. So it seemed like it would be something, especially with her self-love. That's why I follow her, for the self-love. And she's funny. Like, you are funny. I was just watching you this morning talking about Oprah and Stedman. You had me rolling, Tanya. You are so funny and so smart to me, you know, but don't think nothing about no broke stuff, Kelly. I just want to let you know that.
Yeah, and then also saying you're broke is an affirmation. I just want to let you know that.
I'm working on it, y'all.
Okay, perfect. All right, so listen, let me let you all go. I need to start getting everything together for the Galentine's Day event, and I will see you all in the next video or in the next Clubhouse. All right, so have a great day, everyone. Good night.
Bye. Good night.
Good night. Thank you.
Good night, everyone. Thank you all so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. So everybody out there in YouTube, Facebook, and Twitterverse, I appreciate you all coming out. Make sure that you're on my mailing list, TanyaTKO.com/subscribe. I'm sending out the Galentine's Day invite there first. So Shawnee is saying that, but she's off the line now. So Shawnee is saying, I'll meet Kelly halfway. If she comes up with half to invest in herself, I'll sponsor the other half. Well, you know what? That's great. Write to me on my website. And I'll write to me on my website, and we'll find a way to reconnect with her and be able to pour into her in that way. Okay, Felicia is saying that's true. People pay for what they really want. It's true. They really do. They pay for what they really want or what they feel they need. You know what I mean? And I feel no qualms about people not willing to invest in themselves in whatever way they need to. Black is saying I pay $350 every time I go to the nail salon and $500 for hair. Why are you paying $350 at the nail salon? Is this US dollars or we talk about EC currency? I need to know, because this sounds like a lot. Black, I need to understand. Now you got me roped in here. You got me roped in here for a little while longer. I need to find out. All right, go ahead, thumbs up the video, and we're going to jump out of here. Thank you, Pink. And I'll see you all in the next video. But I'm waiting for Black to come back and tell me which currency she's talking in right now. Mina is saying that's a plane ticket. I know that's right. It really is. Black, I'm waiting for you, child. After I get your the understanding, I'm jumping out. But I don't know how much nails cost to get done nowadays, but I didn't think that it cost that much. Piece of Candy saying eyelash extensions are pricey as well as the design for gel nails are pricey. So yeah, exactly. I used to get one year I got my eyelashes done. It was $150 just for the reapplication of them. It lasted 3 weeks, and then they would slowly start falling out over that time. But I think it was like I don't know, $150 to get them done the first time, and then the maintenance on it. Hands and feet is $125. In New York City, girls spend $150 for a retouch. You're talking about on their nails? Oh my gosh. Platinum gold nails. Be the Light is saying. I know that's right. So let's see. Shernon is saying I pay $112 for my hands and feet. Yeah. Pink is saying nails are $100. Wow. Black, you're not gonna come back out and tell us about this currency you writing in? Because I need to know, child. I need to know. Who is calling me? All right, let's see. Hello. Yes, hi, how are you? I'm fine. I'm broadcasting live right now. But you know what I did here? I was on You're not on the, I'm just on the phone. I just picked it up because I wanted to know who was calling me. This is my work phone. I saw on Spotify that there's a 60-day trial. I didn't get that 60-day trial.
Yeah, it looks like you signed up. We don't have a coupon code on the account. All you can do is if you upgrade, we can add on another 30 days to your trial.
When does my trial end? Hmm.
Preferably, I didn't get you to do it before then, so we can credit the account before it gets charged. And if you upgrade to any plan now, I can go and have that upgraded.
Is that so? Or I could just sign up again with my coupon code?
Yeah, but any activity that you've done on this account.
Okay. Or you could speak to a higher up about getting me that discount code applied. And yeah, but I want my 60-day free trial, not a upgrade and get a credit. That's what I want to. No, the thing said mention Spotify and you get 60-day free trial. That means that no money is coming out for 60 days. Oh. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. So there's no contract. So I'm not beholden to stay. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Did you need me to call you back? Was there something you were checking up on? Oh, okay. Yeah, no, you know what? Everything is working fine. I was able to figure out how to break shipments apart once they got stuck together. So it's complicated. I would really love for you to write to the developers about that because I would really love for that to be an easier process. Yeah, absolutely. So other than that, you're right. It's a powerful program that actually does a lot, and I'm happy that I'm using it. It's much faster and easier than the other one, and I'm liking it so far. I love what, and you were right. It's powerful. It does a lot. I just wanted more time to kind of feel my way around. Okay. 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 All right. Wonderful. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right. All right. Bye. All right. Sorry about that. You know, one thing that I notice is that only broke people don't negotiate. The super wealthy, listen, they negotiate. They're very money conscious. That's how the money stays. Because other people trying to prove that they're wealthy, they like, oh, money ain't a thing. Oh no, money is a thing, and I like to keep my money. Money is a thing, and I like to keep mine. One of the things that I've learned recently is to be super honest with people and just not, because like I'm from New York, so New York we like to control the truth, right? Like we know what the truth is and we're honest, but we don't disclose everything. But I've gotten into the habit recently of just disclosing and just being like, saying exactly how it is, how you feel, and just letting that be out there. Like sometimes people will call me and I'm like, I don't have a pen to write it down right now. I know if I write it on something, it's just going to get lost. Or I'll be like, look, I'm getting ready to eat. I'm taking a break from work, so I really want to eat. You know what I mean? Just little things like that. It's very freeing because it's very human and everybody goes through it. But nonetheless, so what were we saying before the phone rang? What was it? Hey, Tyrese in the house. Sheep in wolf's clothing, or wolf in sheep. I see you. How's everything going? And Leander saying my voice went sweet in 100 seconds. Did it really? Did my voice switch up? I didn't know I was code switching. I know I wasn't switching to that hello. Yes, this is Tanya. I ain't switching to that voice. That's not the one for me. But I do put that on occasion, like when I need some discounts with the airlines. Because I heard a girl, she was black, she was black. But when it came time to talk to the airlines, but she already had that kind of twang in her voice anyway. And even though she had a non-refundable ticket, she was like, my child is sick and I need to get back to my baby. And they altered her non-refundable ticket without her having to pay anything. And I was like, oh, wow. It was something. So listen, if you need to switch it up, switch your code and get your paper. Get your paper. All right. So Mojo, look at what Mojo is saying. Bet you're sweet A, Tanya living like we're rich while leave us dying poor. Nope. What you talk about? I don't know. I don't understand this. Oh, goodness. All right. All right. So listen, I am... Listen, I'm getting out of here. Negotiate the heck out of everything. I'm not going to let you all keep me on here. Because, we're getting at 2:40 now. You could have talked that man into giving you everything free. That voice would have had got me. Really, Tyrese, you so silly. Yeah, you so silly. That's my regular voice, not my broadcasting voice. My broadcasting voice, I got to project. Kimberly says she need a shout out. What do you need a shout out for? Listen, Piece of Candy says, you must complain, get your claim. Did Budafly ever come back and say what she paying $350 for? What currency that is? All right, listen, I'm jumping out of here because I want to go eat. I want to go make me some popcorn and just chill. So I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you all for coming out. Peace.